We are live. Not the way I wanted to be live, especially with this light. What the hell is going on here? But it is the best I can do. It's such a flipping nightmare, guys, honestly. I wish you understood the frustration right now. Yes, guys. Welcome back. Much, much better. This is so annoying because it's through the phone again, which is what I always stream on. And it's what I've literally spent thousands of dollars trying to fix. I'm not even kidding. I've bought cameras, I've bought adapters, I've bought all of the different things and components I need, yet nothing works. But we're here now. This is gonna be the GBFC live. Zlatan Ibrahimovic set to sign a new deal with AC Milan. I hope that everything works okay. Happy with the team. Good to see. We're going to go through the lineup in a moment. I'm just going to go and shut this door. Let's go, boys. Okay. Liverpool still drawing with Aston Villa. That is very good news. Big, big news coming out of Anfield. Even now, my MacBook, I think me trying to stream just crushes my MacBook up, you know? You left the other stream on. For real? I don't think I did. My other stream is still on. What is going on, guys? Honestly, I have no explanation for any of this stuff. Can someone tell me, am I streaming twice right now? Because as far as I'm aware, I closed out of the other stream, but apparently I didn't. Oh my goodness me. Blimey, you're streaming twice. Wow, okay, this is insanity. I have no explanation for this whatsoever. Oh man, I'm flipping so over this, you do not understand. I don't think there's any person in the world who tries to do a live stream that has the same technical difficulties as me. And none of it is explainable. Thank you for the donation, James. I appreciate it. You have 2 channels on Streamlabs. Oh man, I have no clue. Like, I have no clue. There's nothing open on my MacBook, so how can I possibly be streaming on Streamlabs? The other stream is just a black stream. Oh man. Oh man. By the way, this is the last stream I do, I think. I literally, it stresses me out beyond belief. There's 2 streams, I've been hacked. There's 200 people on the other stream. Okay, how do I exit this? Like, I can't even, I'm not even in StreamYard, so how can I possibly... You'll get more ad money. I mean, there is that. Delete. Okay, we're going to delete the other stream on YouTube from StreamYard. So now, it should only be 1 stream. I flip and pray that it is only 1 stream. Let me just refresh my channel. You can send £10,000. Well, if that's the case, then maybe I can literally pay somebody to permanently come in. There's only 1 stream now. And they can literally just sit here. Like I can have a guy just sit here and make sure that the demon that takes over my live stream doesn't take it over any longer. Okay, now we're in business. I mean, it looks ever so slightly average, but it's better than nothing. Forgive me for not being on the stream. I've had a rough few weeks. While Tyrone, I hope that your rough few weeks is about to end and we can in fact get 3 points tonight, a good performance, good result, and an entertaining live stream for you. Now that we are live, in some case. You still in Bali, mate? Yes, I am. I think it's some sort of flipping Bali, I don't know, pelican who's taking over. Anyway, guys, if you're in the stream, as always, you know the port of call. If you can hit the like button, that would be wonderful. Why isn't Zola in the starting lineup? Well, he's still learning how to flipping use his litter tray at the moment, let alone flipping start for Chelsea Football Club. Can't even believe I'm talking about a cat playing for Chelsea. It's a load of rubbish. I'm not a child, but you know, it is what it is. Liverpool 1, Villa 1. Yes, that is a good score for Chelsea, to be honest. I think I think Liverpool are going to score again, if I'm being honest. Like, I've got a feeling that my predictions today could be quite good. Thank you, James Patel, for the £2 donation. Hashtag free Ziyech. It's an odd one, isn't it? Because when he's playing, he's looking good. But then as soon as he looks good, he's then dropped from the team. It's tough because it doesn't matter who is playing or who's not playing at Chelsea. There's always going to be, why isn't this guy playing, you know? Tyrone, you might be a mod, but the prediction of 2-0 to Palace, I don't like it. Zuma's playing to deal with Benteke. Well, for whatever reason Zuma's playing, I really hope he has a good game, because a week ago, he was awful. I'm not going to lie. Kurt Zuma was very poor indeed. All right, there's 500 people up in here now. That's good news. Going up slowly. I like it. I like it. I like it. Better coming off the bench right now. Yeah, I think it's the kind. Thank you, Jake Pringle, for the £2 donation. Appreciate it, mate. This is always going to be a tough game for Chelsea. I never go to Crystal Palace with the most confidence. They're a good side. They're often a difficult team to beat. And again, with a team like us coming to town, they'll up their game. It's a London derby. Guys, I'll tell you what will be absolutely insane. We've got nearly 600 people in here. The Chelsea Football Club YouTube channel currently has 1.4 thousand people watching. Thank you for the £2 donation, Michael O'Neill. Super chats coming in. Can you donate £100? I don't know. You should ask your bank, check your balance, and see if it's a feasible thing for you to do. What's that famous quote? I think it's from Jay-Z, who says something like, if you can't buy it 10 times, or is it twice? I don't know, then you can't afford it. Something like that. Do I think Harry Kane would be good for Chelsea? Okay, there's a very simple answer to this question. Harry Kane is the top 3 strikers in the world. Tottenham will not sell him to Chelsea, period. So Harry Kane would be a phenomenal signing, but it's not going to happen. 217 Legacy, thank you for the $2 donation. James isn't starting. This is bad news for my FPL. Me too. I've got Reece James in my team as well, so it's not good news for me either. But to be honest, Fantasy Premier League is one thing, supporting Chelsea is another. There's another donation coming from Rezinio. Thoughts about a swap deal of Tammy and Rice? I did think someone was going to ask that question today. I think I want to give more of an elongated answer in a video, because it is quite a big one. Thank you for the £3, Michael O'Neill. If Tammy isn't desired by Thomas Tuchel in Chelsea's starting lineups, or even just generally, if he's not even part of Tuchel's plan for where this team's going to progress, then we shouldn't stand in Tammy's way for a sale. And if we do still want Declan Rice, which I firmly believe we should and do, then, you know, West Ham are going to want, let's say they finish in the top 4, they're going to want probably 100 million for him this summer. So with that being said, thank you for the £2 donation, Veer Singh Jandu. Appreciate it. You guys are flooding the donations in today. So we've currently got half the amount of people on this stream that the Chelsea YouTube account has. Virez Mohanlal, thank you very much for the 35, I don't know what that is, donation, but I really appreciate it, my man. Thoughts on Ziyech being benched? I've kind of mentioned it already. I do and I don't understand it. I understand it in the sense of we have so many attacking players that only 11 players can start, and playing with 3 centre-backs means there's even less potential for amounts of attackers to start. We're donating so much to turn your day around from the technical difficulties. I appreciate that. I wish I could explain it, but I could sit here and rant about why I can't stream properly on my MacBook all day long. But for whatever reason, I just can't do it. Gary Cahill playing against Chelsea. For real. Okay, so we just had another donation come in, I think, from Brandon Hone. Thoughts on Captain America going forward for the club? Well, I think he desperately needs more minutes, for sure. Another donation from Father the Big Guy. But I think Pulisic will get the minutes, and I think it's a case of, at the moment, Tuchel's just trying to balance things with not only resting key players for tactical reasons. And then you've also got the case of how does he keep everybody happy, which is a very difficult question to answer. But I'm going to go through the lineup now. There's 800 people in here. If you can hit the like button for me, that would be absolutely wonderful. Let's see if we can get this stream to the top of the YouTube recommended for Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. And the more likes we have on the stream with viewers, the better it is. So let's begin with the goalkeeper. No surprises whatsoever that Edouard Mendy is in fact in goal. That one's a no-brainer. You've got Azpilicueta playing again alongside Zuma and Rudiger in the defensive three, which, you know, I'm surprised that Christensen's not in there. He's not even on the bench, which I don't quite understand. It must be an injury or something, considering you've got Alonso and Emerson in there on the bench as well. There's been 2 more donations. I'll grab those in a second once I've gone through the lineup. Rudiger, glad that he's back in left centre-back position. You've got Hudson-Odoi playing in the right wing-back, which is actually exactly what I predicted, but I thought it was going to be, with Reece James going into right centre-back to give Azpilicueta a rest. Liverpool have just scored again. I know, I called it. I told you a second ago. Trent Alexander-Arnold has scored. So Hudson-Odoi playing right wing-back, quite exciting, but I think we'll miss Reece James. Chilwell at left wing-back. I think that one's pretty understandable after his performance in the game in midweek against Porto. You've got Jorginho and Kovacic again in the middle. Yeah, I would like to have seen Kante in there, but I think obviously we're thinking ahead to that game against Porto. Pulisic, Havertz and Mount is a very exciting front three. Havertz is going to have to kind of adopt more of a Giroud kind of role for this one, because he's obviously the tallest on the pitch. He needs to be able to offer himself as an option if Chelsea are looking to cross the ball in. And then Pulisic and Mount, I feel like they're going to have kind of a bit more of a free roam around the attack to try and combine with Kovacic moving forwards. Havertz might drop a bit deeper, leaving Pulisic and Mount a bit further forward if we need to use a bit of pace around the back. It's an exciting Chelsea lineup, this one. I'm not going to lie. We've had a couple donations that I have missed. I'm going to go back to them in a second if it lets me open them for whatever reason. We've got a $5 donation from Brett. No, that was a while ago now. Not sure what's going on there. It keeps crashing. But another donation just come in from Supratik Bora. Love from India. Hope we win today. Me too, bro. Thank you, Michael O'Neill, for the other donation. Werner's match because of the lack of pace. Well, Timo Werner's on the bench, so I'm not sure where we're going with that one. Liverpool scored. It's okay. You know, it's not about what the other teams do. We have to get the win ourselves. You know, if Chelsea keep winning football matches, there will be teams around us that drop points. I'm hoping that Aston Villa can get us an equaliser. I say get us an equaliser, it kind of is. They're playing for us right now. Am I happy with the lineup? Yes and no. There are players in there that I really wanted to play, such as Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi. I just really struggled to see where they were going to play when I built my team. The fact that they're in, I think, is good news for us. I wanted to see Ziyech play as well. I think he probably deserves it. I thought Havertz was poor against Porto, and I think he really needs to put in a good display tonight. When we last saw him play in the position he's playing in today at Leeds, he was poor. So, you know, hopefully today you can turn it round. Thank you very much, Jack McGrath, for the $5 donation. Love from California. Pulisic for the brace. Why don't we just go all out and say Pulisic hat-trick? Let's just call it now. Why the bloody hell not? Ziyech against Porto, I guess. I think whatever we look into when it comes to the team selection today from Thomas Tuchel, whether we're happy with it or not, I think a lot of that is looking towards the massive, biggest game of the flipping season again against Porto on Tuesday night. Thank you very much for the £5 donation, Ben Smith. Hey George, long-time fan, first time on one of your lives. Just a big thanks for the great content. Thanks, my man. Appreciate it. I'm going to literally, all of the money that gets donated today, I'm going to go and flip and buy a PC, like a Windows gaming PC that I can stream properly from, because there's no reason why, apart from the fact it's Mac. Super Chat didn't get mentioned. Bro, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to get through them as best as I can. I'm sorry if I missed it. I'm trying my best. There's a lot of donations coming in. If you were the manager, who would you sign other than Haaland? I'd definitely sign Declan Rice. I would try and sign another centre-back because I think it's important. We've got 1,000 people in the stream. Welcome, everybody, to the GBFC Live. I'm going to tweet it out as well, get a few more people in from there. I am live right now over on GBFC for the entire game. Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. Come join me. Get involved in the hype. See you in the chat. Trent Alexander-Arnold scores a last-minute winner for Liverpool. There's absolutely no chance of a comeback, which is slightly annoying. Just seen another donation appear whilst I've tweeted that out. Blue Clouds TV, $5. Hi George, it's Blue Clouds TV. Been trying to hold of you. Please try and get hold of me so we can like up. Don't really understand your message there, bro, but appreciate the donation. Another €2 donation from Jack Grace. Do I think Abraham deserves his chance over Havertz? I actually probably would have started. I would have started Tammy Abraham today over Kai Havertz personally. Thank you for the donation, Patrick. Hope Havertz has a good game. I think we all hope that Kai Havertz has a good game. It's tough. I don't want to write him off, but 1 minute he has a good game, next minute not so great. So him playing is kind of like a false 9 or even in the number 9 position today. We will see what we get from him. Do I think Liverpool will come back and beat Real Madrid? Here's the thing. I'm going to be doing Champions League predictions over on GBFC 2 on Tuesday. So, or maybe Monday. I'm not sure yet. Thank you for the $5. Sammy Ocean, excited for the Mount Pulisic duo? Me too. Very excited about that one. I'm not going to lie. Guys, I'm going to put a link to GBFC 2 in the description. If you guys want to go and subscribe, I posted the first video earlier today, which was a pretty good one. Not the first video, but the first video of a new series, which is going to be the road to Euro 2021, Gareth Southgate's team. And we're going to be looking at England players. We're going to be talking about different scenarios, different dilemmas that are had for Gareth Southgate. It's going to be good. We're going to focus on different players, different games. You guys are going to select players that you think we need to look at or that Southgate should, in fact, be looking at. Liverpool have just gone up to 4th in the Premier League. I'm seeing that in the chat. This is a massive game for Chelsea. You know, it's big regardless of whether Liverpool won or drew. We have to win this game now. I really flipping hope we win it. I don't understand this flip-flopping from Tuchel. To be honest, I think he has to. I think he has to be thinking about, you know, keeping form players on the pitch. And you can say that after Pulisic came on against Porto, you can say that the form that he showed in those few minutes that he had, 25 minutes, is enough to warrant him starting this game today in the Premier League. We've got half an hour, guys, until kickoff. So make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you are signed up for GBFC Selects. There is a chance to win £1,000 today, free of charge. All you got to do is sign up. You've got to be 18 plus. T's and C's apply. But if you haven't already, make sure you go and answer the questions. It's 10 very simple questions about Chelsea versus Palace. Things that are going to happen on the pitch for Chelsea. And yeah, basically, if you get the most points out of everybody, you win £1,000. There's no catches. It is very, very simple. I will put the links in the description. If you refresh the stream, then you will be able to go and click the link to sign up. Can you sign up if you live in Canada? I'm not entirely sure about the rules in Canada, but if GBFC Selects is blocked in your country, it's not because I've chosen for it to be blocked in your country. It's because even though it's free to enter, it comes under gambling laws and restrictions. So if it's banned in your country, then unfortunately it's banned when you access the internet to try and access the site. Nothing I can do about that. So if any of you are wondering why GBFC Selects is blocked in your country, then that is the reason why. So yeah, there's not really any ways around that, to be honest. Would I like Man United or Spurs to win tomorrow? I think realistically, we've now got to look at Man United as a definite for the top 4. So for that reason, I think we've got to hope United beat Spurs tomorrow. Thank you, Joshua Ma, for the £3 donation. Love your videos, GB. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it. Oh, we've got a Real Madrid fan saying, see you in the semi-finals. Well, let's both not get too carried away. You know, we've got a 2-goal lead, each of us, so far. But that's not to say that the job is done. Chilwell to score, Mount, Kai and Jorginho penalty. Well, that is suggesting that we win by 4 goals to, I'm going to say you mean 0? I wonder. A 4-0 win today would be absolutely massive. You've got to think of it like this. We get the win today, gives us even more confidence going into that game against Porto. And then we've got to put it in our own hands. If we can get the top 4 position weekend after weekend, if it's in our hands, then we're going to be laughing. This is when, say you're sponsored by ExpressVPN. I actually did a video with NordVPN earlier this year. So if you want to try and get around it that way, then, you know, it's entirely on you. I'm not allowed to say what you can or cannot do with your lives. Cool, there's 1,100 people in the stream. If you've just joined, welcome. Thank you, Chelsea Exeter TV, for the £2 donation. Welcome to the GBFC Live of Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. 5:30 p.m. UK time, Premier League kickoff. We have seen Leeds United go to Manchester City and beat the champions-elect by 2-1. Dallas with 2 goals for Leeds. And yeah, I think it's more of a case of, you know, Man City are focusing on the Champions League. Leeds went there, and I watched the first 30 minutes of the game, and they hardly got hold of the ball. And then as soon as I turned it off, the game became interesting. City beaten at home by Leeds United, although I don't think there's any chance of that affecting the league title. Liverpool have won 2-1 at home to Aston Villa. Not really a surprise, to be honest. I think that Aston Villa, even though there's still a lot to play for them, technically they could still get the top 4. I think for Liverpool, they're acting out of desperation at the moment. Guys, if you're in the stream and you haven't yet hit the like button, make sure you've hit the like button. Thiago Silva is suspended. I knew that there would be so many comments in my match preview saying that Thiago Silva is suspended, even though I made sure I addressed it immediately when I was talking. People still didn't seem to get it. But there you go. Love your videos from Australia, but I also love Bali. Well, hopefully they'll open up a travel corridor between Bali and Australia at some point soon. I say hopefully. I mean, I don't know what is a good thing to wish for in the world at the moment. Like, do we want to open things up again and, you know, get traffic flowing through and start creating the economy up again? Or do we not want to risk it? And then governments are just like, you know what? We're going to ban travel for 2 whole years so that we can put this thing to bed. So who knows what we should wish for? What happened to the cat? He's actually eerily quiet, you know. You live in Hong Kong. Nice one. Went there once. Quite like the place. The cat, I don't actually know where the cat is. Let me have a little ganders. Thank you for the donation, S. Khan. Abraham to come on at 60 minutes and grab a brace. If that is the case, I'll PayPal you a tenner. Let me see where this bloody cat is. He's asleep. He's actually asleep. We've got one of the pillows from the downstairs bedroom in the living room on the couch, and he is very much asleep right now. The cat made us lose on Saturday. Well, hopefully he doesn't decide to run upstairs and get involved tonight. Do I watch IPL? I don't really. I actually know Tom Curran, and apparently Sam Curran's whacking him right now. I did not know that, but I hope Tom does well. Thank you very much, Jesse Housing, for the $5.49 Canadian dollar donation. I appreciate it. Guys, are we excited for this game? Are you excited for this game? Let me know where you're watching from in the world right now. I always like to do this when I'm streaming. I always like to see where you guys are from, because we've got a very diverse fan base here on GBFC. Obviously, Chelsea Football Club are a globally supported team, and that has funneled straight into GBFC. We have got viewers every single month in every country in the world that YouTube is actually allowed in, which is awesome. So I'm seeing a lot of different places. Scotland, Trinidad and Tobago, Tanzania, Lebanon, Pacific Islands of Fiji. Wow, India, Belgium, Sudan. Ah, wow, that is a lot of comments. I can't keep up with them right now, but awesome, nice. And we are watching Chelsea play in South London against Crystal Palace. Selhurst Park, actually a stadium I've never been to before. I've been outside Selhurst Park, but I've never done Crystal Palace away, which I'm kind of upset about because apparently it's an incredible away day. So everybody says, Ireland takeover, nice one. Northwest London, Morocco. You're from Porto in Portugal. Well, I hope you're not a Porto fan, mate, because it must have been a sad couple of days for you. Ghana, Zimbabwe, Wales, Germany. Tropicana, Island of the Caribbean, Belarus, Zimbabwe, Ghana, North Korea. Well, I don't quite think you're telling the truth there, mate, but you know, it is what it is. Kilkenny Island, India, Denmark. Okay, gonna stop reading out the countries of the world now because it's pretty much everywhere that you guys are from. So, I've just checked on my streaming platform, which is Mola TV. It's where I watch the games here in Indonesia. They've actually just released a video about Gianfranco Zola. I reckon they've been watching the GBFC Pets Instagram account. Guys, if you didn't know, I have an Instagram account for the cat. So if you want to go and give him a follow, it's GBFC Pets. You know? Classic. Didn't want to call it Zola because between you and me, there is a dog coming. Hopefully, soon. I'm actually going to check on the message from the dog owner right now. He was only born a week ago. And I don't know what I'm going to call the dog. It is a big question that everybody wants to know the answer to. We've got a cat called Zola. Surely we can't have a dog called Lampard. Didier Drogba. I mean, it is definitely the go-to if all else fails. Porto fan who is proud because he believes in the comeback. I'm now seeing it spammed in the chat, which is making me ever so slightly worried, but I admire the optimism. I have a feeling, if I put my logical head back into things, that I think Chelsea might just hold on. But if it was any other team, I would say best of luck to you. Show Zola on stream. He's actually asleep downstairs right now. So I don't want to wake the little rascal up. Because if I wake him up, all he's going to want to do is eat food. Since last week, when you guys saw him last week, he was a little flipping rescued kitten. Now, it looks like he swallowed 3 tennis balls. His stomach is literally like this big. He's a fatty. Absolute fat boy. Call it Terry. Yeah, could call it Terry. There's far worse names for a dog than Terry, after Mr. Jonathan Terry. Someone's just said, does anyone realise we don't have a backup centre-back on the bench today? Yeah, it's an odd one. I want to try and find out what happened to Christensen. I have no idea. So apparently Gareth Southgate was in the stands today for the Liverpool game. So Trent Alexander-Arnold scoring is interesting. Thank you, Jamie Hancocks, for the £5 donation. Remember me, Benson, loved the reaction of the rap. Ah, you are Mr. Man who had the rap that we played out on stream. Very good. I was impressed with that one, not going to lie. Calling Mason. 21 minutes until kickoff, guys. 21 minutes. Frank Dogba. I mean, come on, guys. I'm sure we can do a little bit better than that, you know, just a little bit. How do you meet travel buddies in Bali? You just have to be social, you know. It's been a bit weird because normally in Bali, things are very, very socially orientated. But now, the majority of people that are here have decided to live here, be that because of Corona or an opportunity or whatever. So there's less, I don't really socialize that much anymore because it's not a holiday for me anymore. It used to be when I come to Bali, it was like a long holiday. Like I'd stay here for a few months, but there'd never be like a long-term plan to stay here. So for me now, you know, like tonight, for example, I have a friend whose birthday party it is, but at the same time, this is my work. You know, I can't afford to live here if I'm not working, and this is work. So, you know, I've got to prioritize to be able to then socialize when I can. Bring back Header of Buffalo draft videos. Blimey, that is a throwback. That is an old one. Call him Roberto Di Doggio. Don't know about that one, bro. It's Andreas Christensen's birthday. Well, does that mean he can't go to work? I don't know. I'm not saying it's Christensen's pulled a Neymar and decided to not play football because it's a birthday. But, pulled out late on Friday. I've just been linked by CFC Aussie. Thank you very much on Twitter. Andreas Christensen is injured, pulled out late on Friday. Okay, cool. That one covers it up. I'm just going to quickly retweet this. Not too late to submit your answers for GBFC Selects. Head over to the site now and get involved for a chance to win £1,000 from today's game. Come on, Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. I love it when they show the pictures of the kits in the dressing room. I think it's sick. I'm looking at the reaction now. Chelsea are down to 6th. 6th in the Premier League. Guys, this is a must-win game. I honestly think if we drop points, if we lose this game tonight against Palace, then I'm not confident about top 4 whatsoever. I'm really not confident. I said it in the GBFC 2 video. I said that Liverpool are going to go on a run now. And I think this kind of result today against Villa, getting over that hoodoo of 750 odd minutes, whatever it was, of not scoring a goal at Anfield, scoring a late winner in the way that they did with the Trent Alexander-Arnold screamer, you know, I think Liverpool are well and truly going to be back on song in the Premier League. I think forget what they did against Real Madrid. But I've just got a feeling they're going to come good again now. So I think it's up to Chelsea to keep the pressure on and to try and keep putting our position in the table in our own hands. Our destiny relies on this, you know. If we're talking about trying to sign Erling Haaland next summer, Chelsea have got to be playing Champions League football. He's come out and said he wants to be playing in the Champions League. So for Chelsea to even be an option for Haaland, Chelsea have got to finish in the top 4. And considering the quality of sides left in the Champions League, as much as it is a lovely dream at this moment in time that we can win it, we can win it. But it's asking for a bloody lot, you know? I know there's a lot of parallels that we see between what happened to us in 2012 and this year. But after so long, you've got to stop with those things and just be like, right, what can we do in our favour that's a little bit easier than winning the Champions League? It's beating teams like Crystal Palace in the Premier League to put top 4 in our hands. You know, you understand? Mendy is so underrated. You know, I totally agree with you. And I have a feeling that you've been watching the GBFC match preview, which I don't know if you guys have seen the match preview yet, but it's only got about 15 minutes until it becomes a video that will never get watched again. Match previews do not get watched any longer than 5 minutes after full time. If people want to go and say how stupid I am for getting everything wrong, call it drog dog. I mean, I don't know if it's going to go down very well when I'm walking along the beach when I'm like screaming at him for running away from me saying, drog dog, get back here, you little weasel. I don't know about that. Timo Werner needed to be dropped, says Ishan. You know, I actually am inclined to agree with you. Drop my pen on the floor. Mendy will score a hat-trick. Mark my words. I don't think that's going to happen. Juan Mutter. Oh, I keep dropping the flipping pen. Guys, I think I've got problems. I cannot keep this pen in my hand. Interesting fact, there was actually a big earthquake in Indonesia today. 6.7 on the Richter scale. And it was south of a city called Malang in Java. And apparently, a lot of people felt it here in Bali, but Daria and I didn't feel it at all. Which is, I've actually felt 2 earthquakes here in the past. One almost a year ago that made my bed shake. And another one, which actually was, I think, on one of the first days I was ever here, there was an earthquake. And I was fast asleep, didn't feel it. Why is Ziyech not in the team? Ziyech is not in the team because I'm going to say it's because of Porto on Tuesday night. So hard for you as an Ajax fan, not seeing Ziyech in the team. I can imagine because he was so good for you guys. And I think it's weird because he's been so good for Chelsea in recent weeks as well, you know. 15 minutes till kickoff. Let me know your score predictions in the comments. Thank you very much, Ben Marshall, for the £5 donation. Hi George, massive fan. Keep up the good work. I live in Singapore, but I'm from the UK, and the time differences are terrible. totally feel for you, my man. The time differences to watch Chelsea are not nice in the slightest. Seeing a lot of confident people here saying big 4-0, 3-0, 3-1 wins. I think that John Terry will score, okay, 3-0, 1-0 Chelsea. I'd actually take a 1-0. You know, I would happily take a scrappy win today. Palace 1, Chelsea 3, 1-2, Chelsea Mount and Georgie penalty. I do think Jorginho will score a penalty today. I changed my mind. I didn't think we were going to get a penalty, and then I look at that team, and I think with Pulisic, Mount and Havertz, I think we'll be winning penalties left, right and centre. Need Ziyech in. Opinions on Mount. You guys know my opinion on Mason Mount. The reason that Christensen is not in the team is because he had an injury pulled up on Friday. Although, happy birthday to Mr. Andreas Christensen. It is, in fact, his birthday today. Hopefully we don't miss him. We also have no Thiago Silva, which means there's no centre-backs on the bench today for Chelsea, which is a little bit worrying, but we will see. Man City lost against Leeds, I know. That was crazy. I watched the first 30 minutes of the game, and it was very boring. It was just Leeds sitting back, City going forward, and then just before half-time, chaos ensued. And the fact they played the whole second half with 10 men, you know, credit to Marcelo Bielsa for that, because a lot of the times this season against the big teams, Leeds have really, really struggled. But what a result that is. They will not be able to get a better result than that all season. Manchester City will be crowned the champions very soon. Why is this not on? Why can't I find this on Modo TV? Ah, I found it. We just had another donation come in, but I missed it. Let me see if I can open that up again. We've had 2 donations come in. They're flooding in. I've got to keep an eye on this one. Dennis Cowart has donated $20. That is the biggest donation of the day. Thank you very much, Dennis. Much appreciated, my bro. And also thank you for the donation, Ben Jackson. GBFC, really, I like your channel. What can I say, man? Thank you very much. I like making the videos for you. I like getting feedback like that. It's a nice feeling. Name the dog Hutch for Ian Hutchinson. Chelsea Exeter TV, could I DM you on Twitter? Proposal for the Champions League game. Thank you for the donation. I don't think I'm going to have any time before the Champions League game, unfortunately. It is busy, busy, busy week for me. I've got some stuff to do with Pepsi, who are a Champions League sponsor that you guys will be seeing on my Instagram. And then there's a lot of content I need to do. We've got GBFC 2 now running. If you didn't know, I've said it a couple times in recent videos. Got a second channel where I'm trying to upload every other day at the moment, but it's going to hopefully get more like every day, which will be cool. Florida is blue. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate the donation, my man. Let me see if I can make you a mod on the stream. Dennis, let me grab that comment. Moderator. Yes. Cheers, Dennis. Best name for the dog is Kalu. Kalu could be a good name for a dog. It sounds a bit like the Jungle Book with Baloo, but it's also a Chelsea reference. Salomon Kalou, Champions League winner in 2012 in Munich. Havertz shouldn't play striker. We'll see. You know, I still believe that Havertz can play striker, and I think today is a massive one for him, because I think it's going to be very difficult for him to keep staying in the side when he wants to play in the just behind the strikers. Thank you very much for the donation. I think that was Harry. Cool dog Thomas or Jose or Roberto after Di Matteo. I don't think I could call the dog Jose because of Mourinho at Spurs. I think Jose the dog or Jose the dog is now pretty much a pipe dream, because, well, I don't think I could name my dog after the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, because I don't want to name my dog after shit. There you go. I swore, but it's kind of the only borderline swear word that's actually feasible, to be honest. Call him Cole or Essien. I think Essien the dog would be great, to be honest. Michael Essien actually played for Bali United, which some of you may know or may not know. But that's quite cool. All right, guys, we're 10 minutes away from kickoff. There are 1,250 people here in the stream. There are 747 likes. If we can hit 1,000 likes before kickoff, I'll be a very happy man. And that means that you guys will get a better quality stream. So hit the like button. and let's enjoy this one. I'm just looking at they've got some Indonesian fans waving here on the screen. Who's going to be the first goal scorer? Let me know in the chat. Thank you very much, Blue K-Stecker, for the £2 donation. You guys are going crazy with the donations tonight. I appreciate that. It must have been payday for some of you or something. I don't know. Call the dog Macca for Makalele. That is pretty good. I quite like Makalele for a dog nickname, not going to lie. I'm going to check out what is going on here. Someone just recommended me a massage parlor in Bali. That's very kind of you. CFC Connor, thank you for the donation, bro. Really appreciate it. We hate Tottenham, Chelsea. Do I think Nico or Milana should become the mayor of London? To be honest, I think he'd do a better job than any of the politicians would. To be honest, I am sick to death of politicians in my home country. It's probably why I'm not going back anytime soon. Is Bali expensive to live in? It's as expensive as you want it to be. If you want to spend a lot of money, you can very easily. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, you also can do that very easily. It depends on the lifestyle you want for yourself and what you want to do with your time. Starbucks Liquor, thank you very much for the $3 donation. Appreciate it. Have I heard about the death of Prince Philip? Yes, of course. It's been everywhere. It's been global news, as it is, as the husband of the Queen. Don't really want to talk about that though, to be honest. It doesn't really matter, you know. Well, of course it matters, but me talking about it doesn't matter. I don't want that to get completely misconstrued. Do I hear about the Harry Kane news? Yes, but I don't think it's that much of a surprise. I think it's just been a case of we're all waiting to hear that Harry Kane wants to leave Spurs if they don't get Champions League football. It's been heavily documented that, you know, Harry Kane has not won a single trophy in his career, and he's playing for a team that probably won't win a trophy anytime soon. And he's far too good. He's far too good to not be winning anything. And I think, you know, I actually really like Harry Kane. It's a problem because a lot of the Spurs players, I actually love them. But it's because it's Tottenham, can't stand them. And I think Harry Kane, I would love Harry Kane at Chelsea. The only problem is Spurs will never sell him to us. I think Harry Kane would actually move to Chelsea, personally. I mean, he wants to win trophies. Why wouldn't he? El Doggo. El Dogaldo. All right, we're over 800 likes now on the stream. Big news. Name your dog Frankie. Call him Diddy for Drogba. What is your thoughts on Havertz starting today before Abraham? You know, Tammy's going to be really sitting there thinking, you know what, if he's dropped the striker and then I'm not even coming on to replace him, then what am I doing here? What am I doing here? I think the other one we got to worry about is Ziyech, because he's very much a mood-driven player. And I think his mood right now is not going to be good. Thank you for the $2 donation. Havertz to score a brace. I really hope that Kai Havertz has a good game today. I feel as though before the Porto game, we saw a few good performances from Kai Havertz. So if he can do it again and score a couple of goals tonight, then I think it's going to put him in very, very good stead. And confidence-wise, moving into the business end of Chelsea's season, this is a must-win game for us now because of what has happened today in the Premier League. Liverpool beating Aston Villa with a late goal thanks to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Gary Cahill's playing for Crystal Palace. Let's take a look at the Crystal Palace lineup. People are obviously talking a lot about Wilfried Zaha in the chat. They've got a 4-4-2. Gaeta in goal, Joel Ward right back, Patrick Van Aanholt, former Chelsea boy, left back. Gary Cahill in centre back, former Chelsea boy as well. Kouyaté, Jordan Ayew, Milivojevic, Riedewald, Eze, Benteke and Zaha. Christian Benteke always seems to turn up against Chelsea. Mitch Goetz, thank you for the $5 donation. Can I hear your best American accent? You didn't specify where. I can do quite a few accents in America, but I don't know, man. You gotta let me know what you want me to do. Whereabouts am I gonna be from? What am I doing for my job? Like, I don't know. Let me know. Another $3 donation from Starbucks Liquor. Appreciate the donations, guys. Honestly, really does mean a lot. Tyrone's going to be back at half-time. No worries. Guys, if you are going to stay throughout the entirety of the match, I absolutely bloody love you. I'm going to try and commentate today. And although we don't have a timer on the screen, because as you know, if you were here right from the beginning, we had an absolute nightmare again streaming on my laptop. It was going perfectly well. I did a couple of test streams earlier today. It was fluid, it was perfect. But as soon as it actually came down to streaming properly, it didn't want to work. As soon as the game's about to start, it doesn't work. Thank you, Osman, for the £2 donation. Chelsea going to win the Champions League and the FA Cup and a top 4 finish. Honestly, if we do exactly what you've just said, this will be the best summer in history. Can you see my girlfriend? Not right now. She's asleep in the room over there. If you go through that door, there's a little hallway past the toilet, and then she's asleep. I mean, I think she's asleep. She might probably be awake because I'm keeping her awake, but you know, it is what it is. Got to do what you got to do. Man's got to work. Man's got to watch the Chelsea. The mighty Chelsea. The mighty Chelsea. Name my dog Gordon. I mean, do I have a pet? Yes, I do. Why is she asleep right now? Because it's 12:30 at night. I will not be going to bed tonight until 3:30 in the morning. Because 6 Things We Learned will have to come out straight after the game. You guys know how it goes. Turbo Timo. Okay, we've got 1,300 people in the stream. This is good news. We are 3 minutes away from kickoff. And I'm not going to lie, I am very nervous about this game. Incredibly nervous about this game. Only because Palace is such a difficult team. Wilfried Zaha, he always tries to show up against us, and I think that we probably should have played Reece James to get a bit of physicality on him. And Christian Benteke turns into flipping Dimitar Berbatov against Liverpool when he plays against us. So, you know, we'll have to see. How's the cat? Cat's good. He's currently asleep. Call the dog Anelka. Anelka the dog. I don't know if Anelka's going to be a good name for the dog. Guys, if you want to guess the breed of the dog, then guess the breed of the dog. If you guess it right, I will let you know by shouting out your name. Not going to tell you what it is, but I will shout out your name on the stream if you guess the breed of the dog. It's certainly not a pug. I'll let you guys know that now. Think like slightly bigger than an average dog. Let's see all of you guys going. Oh, Thomas Warbrick is the first one to get it right. Can I put a timer up? No, I wish I could. I have a timer made and everything. Everything is made for the stream, but it just doesn't work. Thank you very much, Tim, for the $10 donation. Have I visited Hong Kong? Yes, I have. In October 2017, I was in Hong Kong. Mel CFC, Bryn F. Okay, there's enough of you saying it now. I think you've all guessed the breed of my dog here on the stream. Good news. Tor Andre Flo is in the lobby. It's not the lobby, is it? He's in the studio on the stream that I'm watching here on Mola TV. Let me see if I can skip it forward to live. And there's a minute's silence currently going on. They're just transitioning away from the studio. What's popping, guys? Chelsea, 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 Chelsea. I wish I was in the away end. I wish there were fans. There's a lot of wishes, but we're doing the best we can here on the stream. Guys, if you're still in the stream and you haven't hit the like button, kickoff is seconds away. So if you can hit the like button, that'll be wonderful. Someone says, please do your Peter Griffin impression. Okay, I'll give it a go.
Hey, it's Peter Griffin. Oh my God. Hey, I've not spoken like Peter Griffin for so long. Yeah.
Still needs a bit of work. I haven't done that in a very long time. Guys, it's WrestleMania tonight as well, if anybody cares. Wrestle Bloody Mania. Identical. I mean, it used to be very, very good, you know? Oh, you guys are funny. That's so good. So many of you probably haven't even heard me do an impression. I can do a lot of impressions. I'm actually going to do some videos. When there's no football in the summer, I'm going to surprise you lot. I'm telling you. There's going to be some comedic content coming out on GBFC. What is my prediction? I think Chelsea are going to win 2-1. I think it's going to be a tough game. I really, really think it's going to be a tough game. Okay, guys, we are literally seconds away from kickoff. Gary Cahill Chelsea legend, by the way. Gary Cahill is an official Chelsea legend. Champions League winner. Oh, I'm so nervous. Thank you for the $5 donation from Deep Medsing. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the donations so far, guys. You guys have been going crazy with the donations. We've got Jorginho, Mateo Kovacic in the centre of the park today for Chelsea. As soon as the game kicks off, I will let you guys know. If you're watching a stream and you want to watch at the same minute as me so that you can listen to my commentary at the same time, then I'll let you guys know as soon as the ball is kicked from the centre circle on my stream. Dog should be named Dave. Dave the dog. I mean, it always has a decent ring to it. Crystal Palace kicking from left to right. Chelsea from right to left. Come on, Chelsea. Call him Frankie. Will I go to Stamford Bridge next season? I'll probably go for a game or two. And the players take the kneel. If you want to match things up, this is the time to do so. Okay, Aussie Doodle. Game is underway. So if you want to keep the stream at the same amount of time as me, we are currently at, when the timer arrives... Oh man, I'm nervous. Very, very nervous. Okay, there's no timer. Okay, there is a timer. We are now at 20 seconds. If you want to put it at the same time, we are now at 22 seconds on the stream. Michael Oliver is the referee, apparently. I've not actually seen who the referee is, so that's the first time that I've seen it coming from you guys there. Get the stream up on there. Michael Oliver is the referee, 8 seconds behind me, 35 seconds behind. Okay, cool. Well, it's the best I can do, unfortunately. The real OGs know me as herder of buffalo. Well, that is true. Free kick early on for Crystal Palace in the middle of the pitch. Also, guys, thank you to everybody who has stayed. I know, obviously, sometimes it's difficult to watch a stream and also watch the game, but I appreciate all of you that have stayed here. We're going to be going right through to the end of the game, and then as soon as the full-time whistle is blown, then I will be doing 6 Things We Learned, and I'll be uploading it straight after, hopefully as soon as possible tonight for you guys. Come on, Chelsea. I'd love to see an early goal here, because I think if we get an early goal, it enables us to actually go for it. Hudson-Odoi looking to go forward early on. Here's Kai Havertz for Chelsea with a heavy first touch as Crystal Palace get it away. Now Eze, who's a dangerous young winger that Crystal Palace have from QPR last season. Here's Hudson-Odoi. Chelsea putting on some good early pressure here. Forcing it all the way back to Kurt Zuma. Gives it forward to Jorginho. Come on, Chelsea. Here's Rudiger. Rudiger looks for the switcheroo. Hudson-Odoi beaten to it in the air by Patrick Van Aanholt. Chelsea win the throw-in. How many minutes? We're currently on 2 minutes and 6 seconds. So I'm about 20 seconds behind most people, I think. Come on, Chelsea. Ben Chilwell cutting inside on that right foot. We all know what happens when he cuts inside on the right foot. You should do a live timer and score. I wish I could. Like, trust me. Like, I have everything made and everything ready, but my laptop just does not like it when I start to stream. Although it loved it this afternoon. Did test streams, everything worked perfectly. As soon as it actually matters, it doesn't work. Oh, okay, Pulisic here on the edge of the area. Chelsea looking to build this attack slowly. Azpilicueta out wide to Hudson-Odoi, hugging the touchline. Looking good in the early stages here. Mason Mount forward again to Hudson-Odoi. That's a good little run. Tries to put the ball in towards Kai Havertz, but it's blocked by Crystal Palace, and they get it away. Now Eze, one back by Mason Mount. Hudson-Odoi here doing well. Can he get to the byline? Pulls it back. Here's Mount again. Puts it in towards Kai Havertz and Pulisic. Chelsea putting some serious pressure here early on. Very good early pressure. It's been a good start to the game. Would Mount start on any team in the world? I don't know about any team in the world, but I think there's not many teams where Mason Mount wouldn't start right now, to be honest. I think pretty much everybody he would start for. I think he's that good. Laptop is an Arsenal fan, replace it. Yeah, I'm going to have to. I've got to build a PC or something, stream on Windows, because MacBooks and streaming just aren't really a good mix. Come on, Chelsea. What time is it where we are now? It is currently 3 minutes and 52 seconds, but I'm going to skip it forward. There's no skip forward option for me yet. Here's Kovacic, switching the ball brilliantly to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi going forward, looking to take players on here. Here is Christian Pulisic, and he's pushed over. And no penalty given. But to me, it looked as though someone just shoved him in the chest. Here's Kovacic. And wide again to Ben Chilwell. Rudiger, Kovacic. Chelsea are putting them under some serious pressure here. It's been a very, very intense start to the game from us. Here's Pulisic again. Keeping hold of the ball. Now Jorginho looking for that switch pass again to Hudson-Odoi. He's found it. Hudson-Odoi touches it down to Mason Mount, who hits it high and wide. Good start, though, to the game for Chelsea. Come on, Chelsea. Score predictions. I'm going to stick with my 2-1 Chelsea. Someone says it's 10 minutes for them. Well, that's just not possible. So, good luck, mate. This is how you love your football. Yeah, this has been a good start. Hudson-Odoi looking bright, getting to the byline. I like it. How is Zola? I don't know. Let me try and get his attention. Kitty. Zola. Still sleeping. If he starts meowing, I'll go get him. Come on, Chelsea. Here we go. Ben Chilwell. 7-0 Palace 90 minutes in. Well, if Palace win this game 7-0, I would delete my YouTube channel. I just will. Chelsea again. Hudson-Odoi offering a lot of natural width here in the early stages in an attacking sense, which is brilliant. If you can play wing-back, Jorginho with a through ball, it's poor again. Am I a Chelsea fan? Yes, mate. I'm a massive Chelsea fan. If you didn't know, make sure you are subscribed to the George Benson football channel. It is the place to be, I'm telling you. Carefree, wherever you may be, we are the famous CFC. Come on, you Blues. Let me see if I can skip it forward a little bit more. Cat gives good luck. I think the cat actually gives bad luck, to be honest. Although he did watch the Porto game with me and we won that one. So I think the West Brom game was just a massive fluke in pretty much every respect. Will Timo Werner score? I think if he gets 20 minutes off the bench, yes. You get so much hate for being a Chelsea fan. That's not good. I wouldn't care about it though, mate, to be honest. It's just football, you know. If someone doesn't like the team you support, like I don't like Tottenham. But I have a couple of very good friends who are Tottenham fans. Doesn't mean I dislike them. They can still be my friends, just, you know, not that much. Couldn't have too many Spurs friends. That'd be a real problem. Got a couple though. What are my thoughts on trying Werner out in the wing position? Well, I think we've already seen that we tried that earlier this season and it didn't work. He was almost worthless on the wing. Chelsea again looking to build the ball. Forwards, Azpilicueta out to Hudson-Odoi again. He's got Jorginho central, but he finds a nice little pass to Havertz. Good little interchange this from Chelsea. Good ball in. What a save that is from Gaeta. Christian Pulisic coming incredibly close. Incredibly close. And now we're still building the pressure again. We're looking so good. We're in. Kai Havertz. Havertz is in. Havertz gets a shot. Yes! Come on! Kai Havertz with the goal. It is 1-0 to Chelsea. Nothing short of what we deserve. Kai Havertz with a beautiful left-footed finish. And Chelsea, who have started this game incredibly well, are 1-0 up away at Crystal Palace. What a huge moment that is for Havertz. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. Brilliant finish. That is confidence from Kai Havertz. That's exactly what we've been asking for. Getting into the right position, putting it on his left and bending it round Gaeta, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, into the bottom corner of the net. What a big, big moment that is. Mason Mount gives it to Hudson-Odoi. Chelsea building the play brilliantly on the edge of the area. We've seen Kai Havertz score a hat-trick earlier in the season. And it's an assist for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Start the man and he shall deliver. Kai Havertz, playing as a striker, in 9 minutes has opened the scoring for Chelsea in a must-win game in the Premier League after Liverpool won earlier today. Brilliant stuff. Havertz looks absolutely over the moon with that goal, as he should be. Get in there, boys and girls. We've hit over 1,000 likes on the stream as well. Big shout out for that. Massive, massive moment for Kai Havertz in a Chelsea shirt. Premier League goal to his name again. Big, big moment. And we're getting forward again. Look at that pass from Kovacic. This is like sex. This is gorgeous. Now Jorginho. Oh my word, look at this for a pass. Gives it to Chilwell. We've got to score another one here because we're playing such good football. We've got to try and make the most of this. Ben Chilwell again. Lovely ball. Havertz going forward. Gives it to Pulisic on his left. He scored! It's 2-0 to Chelsea. Kai Havertz turns provider this time and Christian Pulisic scores. This is the best 10 minutes of football that I have seen all season from Chelsea Football Club. It's Palace 0, Chelsea 2. Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic are tearing them to pieces. Callum Hudson-Odoi, Kai Havertz, Christian Pulisic. These guys that Thomas Tuchel's put in the team today, what a start this is. It's a beautiful finish. Christian Pulisic blasting it in with his left foot. Getting the power behind the ball. And if Daria was asleep before, she's certainly going to be awake now. That is a perfect finish from Christian Pulisic. And we talk about being under pressure in this race for the top 4. Chelsea are squashing this pressure like we're squeezing a lemon into a glass. What a start to this game. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 2. It is bloody wonderful, I'm telling you. 2 goals scored with the left foot of Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic. We are on fire in this game. This is absolute insanity. The road to 9-0 begins, says Kaparobo Otoyo. Well, I don't know about 9, but we have made a phenomenal start to this game. We are on fire. We are pinging balls around this pitch as if it's ours, as if we own Selhurst Park. We currently own Selhurst Park. We own Seville. We own South London. We own West London. We own London. We got it all. We are playing some scintillating football here. Mason Mount gives it to Hudson-Odoi again. We're in again here, and Gaita gets the ball in his hands. This is the best start to a game I've seen all season. The best start to a game I've seen. The intensity of this team. Crystal Palace cannot get the ball back. Jorginho again gives it out to Ben Chilwell. Chelsea playing with a fluidity and a confidence right now. The result in Porto, we have taken that form straight into this game. What a start this is. Pulisic and Havertz as well. The 2 players that I just really want to score. If Hudson-Odoi gets a goal now, we are absolutely rolling in it. We are laughing. This is phenomenal. Callum Hudson-Odoi controls it down. We haven't even had time to get a post from the Chelsea Instagram account yet. Prime Bayern Munich. This is better than Prime Bayern Munich. We should start calling this Prime Chelsea. This is sensational stuff. If we lose 5-2, yeah, okay, we're not going to repeat the rest of that, but we just need to enjoy what we're witnessing right now. Ben Chilwell on the left. We've had a £5 donation from Ben Marshall. What a start to the game. I love watching your videos. So glad I stayed up to 12:30 to watch. I also haven't missed a single Chelsea game this season. Good man, Mr. Ben from Singapore. You absolute legend. The donations flooding in. The goals flooding in at Selhurst Park. If that isn't reason enough to hit the like button on the stream, then I don't know what we're here for. What a start to this game. What a start. Jorginho again, clipping a nice ball over to Chilwell. It's Pulisic actually, not Chilwell. We already know we've won. Nah, you can never be sure in the Premier League. We conceded 5 goals against West Brom last week. We've got to keep going. We've got to keep using this momentum we've got here and just keep trying to score. Seriously. Final score prediction. At this rate, we could get a few goals here. It's going to be a lovely 6 things we learn if it carries on like this. Oh, Kovacic with the little flick. It doesn't quite pay off. Post lockdown. Pulisic and Havertz are back. Chelsea going forward again here. I don't know whether to look at the game or look at the chat. It's so difficult. I don't know what to do. Do I think we're going to make the Champions League final? Of course. If we play like this, you've got Wilfried Zaha on his knees asking for the Chelsea players to empty their pockets to allow him out. He's in jail in his own flipping home. Wilfried Zaha's in jail in his own house. Rudiger gives it out to Chilwell, offering some beautiful natural width. Both Chilwell and Hudson-Odoi incredibly hugging the sidelines here for Chelsea, giving a lot of width and options to build this ball into the box. Here's Jorginho and Kovacic. Zuma. This has honestly been the best start to a game that I can remember in so long. As it stands, Chelsea will be leapfrogging Liverpool again to move back into the top 4. 6 things is going to be a banger. Well, I don't want to get carried away, but if we carry on playing the way we're playing right now, it is going to be an absolute banger-ranger-clanger that we're going to do. Maybe, if we can score another one soon, then this could end up being the biggest win that we've had in the Premier League on the channel. Do I want Pulisic to leave? No, the geezer just scored a flipping quality goal for the mighty Chelsea. Getting forward again, Jorginho. Mason Mount gives it to Hudson-Odoi. He's running Van Aanholt ragged. He's taking him on. It's a good ball in towards Kai Havertz, but it's headed behind by Kouyaté. Chelsea with a corner. 5-0, says Zachary. I bloody hope it's going to be 5-0. Guys, we've got 1,600 people here in the stream, 1,200 likes. Let's see if we can get it closer to the number of people in it. I'm watching on Mola TV. If you didn't know, I live in Indonesia. And I'm writing my notes for 6 things we learned. And look at this, by the way, guys. Look at this. I got this notebook when I last went to hospitality at Chelsea Football Club. I don't know if you can see. My notebook has got the logo on it. It's bloody wonderful. It's a good corner in again. And Rudiger, it's an incredible block from Gary Cahill. Classic Gary Cahill. It's a brilliant block to deny Rudiger. Mason Mount. Come on then, Chelsea. How was your day? My day has been absolutely wonderful today. I've made 2 videos, uploaded 2 videos. I went and chilled in the sun, had a lovely dinner. In fact, I didn't have dinner, I had a nice late lunch. And then I watched a bit of series with the missus, and now I'm here talking to you lot whilst Chelsea are winning 2-0. It doesn't actually get much better than that on a Saturday, to be honest. Maybe a beer, but I'm not drinking at the moment because I'm going to gym. So, you know, everything is fine and rosy and dandy. We've had a 50 Danish crown donation. Thank you very much. That Pulisic goal was almost a copy of the goal he scored last year against Crystal Palace in the 3-2 win. Yeah, it actually was. Rifling it in the top corner with his left foot. Christian Pulisic against Crystal Palace. You love to see it. He can play against Burnley every week. He can play against Palace every week. Let's not forget as well that Kai Havertz also scored, which is brilliant news for us. Get in, boys. Do I watch EastEnders? Absolutely not. I used to watch EastEnders when I was a kid, but, well, you know, it is what it is. There's not much else to do when you're a child, so, you know, there's better things in my life to do now than watch EastEnders, I'm not going to lie. Whew. Pulisic is the new Messi. Well, he's playing a bit like that today. Chelsea are running Crystal Palace ragged here. If we can get a 3rd goal now, then it's game over, in my opinion. We have not scored 3 goals under Thomas Tuchel. That is a piece of factual information. Phil Mitchell's angry. Well, he can be angry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change the scoreline on the pitch at Selhurst Park. That's all we're here for. Do I watch Coronation Street? Absolutely not. What time am I on? The current timestamp for my video for watching live is 17 minutes, 22 seconds. Someone's saying 9-0. I think that's getting a bit carried away. We do need to score a 3rd goal soon, though. Rudiger, it's a decent idea, but Joel Ward deals with it. It's a throw into Chelsea. I'm seeing 9-0 spam in the chat. Do I watch 100? No, I did start watching 100, but I got bored. I'm not really the movie guy. You know, I've watched a lot of movies, but I don't remember any of them. Like, unless it was so flipping good, I don't remember anything. Can we get top 4 by the end of the season? Well, if the scoreline stays the same, we'll be leapfrogging both West Ham and Liverpool, but West Ham will have a game in hand. We will be leapfrogging Liverpool back into the Champions League places with 7 Premier League games to play. Mateo Kovacic again dribbling forward superbly. Intercepted in the middle there, but Chelsea win it back immediately. Mason Mount pressing superbly. Ben Chilwell. Now Kovacic giving it to Mason Mount. Lovely little interchange in the middle there. Nice combinations. Kovacic is a wonderful ball towards Havertz. His control was fantastic. He did very well there. It's unlucky. Can you get the top 4 by the end of the season? Of course we can. We're Chelsea. We know what to do. You know, we don't bottle things like Spurs do. I'm going to have some water. This has been a hectic start. What do I think the final score is going to be? I don't want to get too carried away, but the start of this game, it would be foolish to think anything other than a Chelsea win at this point. I said 2-1. I really hope 2-1 is not the scoreline because that means the next 70 minutes are going to be nerve-wracking. So I'm going to say 4-0 based off of what I'm currently witnessing. Crystal Palace have not had a sniff so far. Chelsea are controlling the possession incredibly well. We're being very patient. We've got a lot of variety with the way that we're trying to play. We're playing through the right, particularly through Hudson-Odoi. We're getting Chilwell involved. We're trying those intricate little passes in the middle between Mount, Kovacic, Jorginho, and everything's working very well. I'm seeing a lot of Havertz hat-trick spam in the chat. But yeah, I totally agree. It would be good to maybe get the game won in the first half so that players like Mason Mount can maybe get a rest in the second half. We can see people like Ziyech come on and try and carve open this Crystal Palace team even more than we're already doing. Can you give me a shout out? You can give me a shout out if you like. What do I think about Harry Kane leaving Spurs if they don't get top 4? Well, I think it's been a long time coming, to be honest. He's far too good for that football club. Far too good. Mason Mount, Chelsea building up patiently again. Jorginho, see you. Wilfried Zaha, he wants to come off by the looks of things. Ben Chilwell again. It's a good ball into the box, headed away, but it's going to fall to Hudson-Odoi. Brilliant play from Jorginho. That's going to be a Chelsea free kick. Chelsea is 4th right now. Chelsea is 4th right now, but if they win, they go 3rd. Well, as it stands, we're 4th in the league. I don't think we can go 3rd today. We can't go 3rd today. Wilfried Zaha is pissed. Yeah, he is. His team have literally not touched the ball, and he's hardly had the ball whatsoever. Chelsea with a free kick. Got to be looking towards like a Rudiger, Zuma, or a Havertz here. It's played in, it's headed away, only as far as Callum Hudson-Odoi. Just had a €5 donation come in from Easy. Love your videos. Why would Chelsea fans like myself watch you over watching the game? Just here to ask that before I go back to the game. Some people want to watch, so, to be honest, I think there's a lot of commentary right now out there that is absolutely appalling. Some people would rather listen to me talking about the game than listen to the commentary whilst they watch the game. It's actually possible to do 2 things at once. So if you're wondering why people would rather watch me than watch the game, I think for most people, it's not a case of watching me instead of the game, it's watching me as well as the game. That's what the majority of people do, at least. There you go. That's probably the best answer I can give. Mason Mount, Kovacic, Havertz. Beautiful little one-touch pass in here from Chelsea. Pulisic, Jorginho just holding the fort nicely. Oh, what a ball that is. Havertz. Oh my God, that would have been insane. That would have been insanity from Kai Havertz. The first touch to flip it over the Crystal Palace player's head. That is a beautiful pass from Jorginho. That touch from Havertz and then the volley. It's a brilliant save from Gaeta. But we could have been talking about one of the best goals of the season for us there. What a Havertz. The confidence that he's playing with right now is extraordinary. We've not seen him do this in the Premier League. We are looking on fire. If that would have gone in, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, what a goal that would have been. 23 minutes in. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 2. Kai Havertz, they need a fire extinguisher because he needs to be put out. But it's okay, he can run around on fire all he likes as long as he's in a blue Chelsea shirt and he's scoring goals and getting assists. Goal and an assist for Kai Havertz already. Mason Mount with a cross, put in towards Rudiger, headed away. Harry Potter in, Hudson-Odoi out. Well, I think you're a bit bored, pal. What a dreadful idea that is. Brilliant start, Chelsea. Brilliant start. Kai Havertz is back. Can we get some Havertz is back spam in the chat with a hashtag yes, guys? Hashtag yes, guys. Havertz is back. Get it spammed in the chat. Let's go. What a touch that was from Havertz. That would have been a sensational, sensational goal. There's still going to be some people that say Havertz is trash, but these are the same kind of people that want your attention on Twitter because it's the only way they're going to get famous. Oh, Hudson-Odoi, it's another beautiful ball. Callum Hudson-Odoi. Jorginho, it's a good ball, and it's going to be a Chelsea corner again. We are absolutely pulverising this Crystal Palace team right now. Milivojevic is there, ordering everybody around. Havertz is back. You guys are going mad in the chat. Love to see it. There's 1,500 people in here watching Chelsea put on one of their best performances of the season so far. It's the third corner of the day for Chelsea. Mason Mount's going to put it in again. See what we can do. And it's a deep corner this time, and it's gone all the way through to Ben Chilwell. Now Christian Pulisic looking to get round. He's got two Crystal Palace players on him. It's Jordan Ayew gets it away. Only as far as Rudiger, who deals with it very smartly there. You've got Hudson-Odoi now here over on the left-hand side. Rudiger goes back to a touch for Edouard Mendy. Blimey, I forgot that Edouard Mendy was on the pitch. Timo to score. Buy a pet snake and call it Kai. At this rate, I'm going to start calling my dog Kai. If he keeps playing like this, little Dalmatian pup's going to be called Kai. Was Mendy playing? Well, it's the first time we've seen him. That's for sure. Come on, Chelsea. I have a question. Can Chelsea still mathematically win the league? Like, is it possible? Can they mathematically win the league? I know it's impossible, realistically. But I'm just because I'm on a high right now, we might as well just keep it going. No, we can't. So we actually can't win the league. Well, that's a shame. Would be so refreshing if we could thrash Crystal Palace. Well, if a game finishes after 25 minutes, to be 2-0 up playing the way we're playing, we're thrashing them right now. Hudson-Odoi linking up brilliantly. And he's got it back. Hudson-Odoi is on fire here. We talk about Havertz and Pulisic in particular, but Hudson-Odoi has had just as much of an impact so far on this game. City were beaten. Yes, they were. 1,500 people still here in the stream. Amazing. 8 games left. Chelsea with their 4th corner. If you said 4+ on GBFC Selects, then you will get yourself 4 points here, because the 4th corner is up here for Chelsea. As Mason Mount puts it in the box, looking towards Zuma. And it's going to be another corner. There is now 5. 5 corners for the mighty Chelsea. Did I name the cat Benson? Well, no, I can't call him Benson because that's his surname. So his name is Zola, after Gianfranco Zola. So his name is Zola Benson. What a dream. Come on, Chelsea. Towards Zuma. Crystal Palace get it away. Now Eze, can we keep the pressure on again? Rudiger wins the header. Patrick Van Aanholt looking to get it forwards. But Chelsea win the ball back again. We are on fire here, boys. Now Rudiger. Let's keep it calm, keep it calm. Benson squared. Yeah, if I called him Benson, it'd be Benson squared. Now Aspi. I love how Kai Havertz is dropping deep to keep winning the ball back. Absolutely love it. 27 minutes, and Chelsea lead 2-0 after the most electric first 12 minutes of the game. Are we going to name the dog as well? Of course, you know, we're a family here, you know, the GBFC fam. I don't call it that for no reason. Thank you very much, John Spyrop, for the donation. Love from Canada. Yes, guys, you do love to see it. Crystal Palace get themselves a free kick. I think they're more worried about the fact they need a bit of respite from this incredible Chelsea attack. I love to see the possession stats right now. We've got to be talking near 80% possession, to be honest. I think I've just counted 7 seconds that Palace have had the ball. It's the longest they've had the ball, I think, in the entire game so far. Chelsea absolutely dominating them here. And even when they've got the ball, they're trying to pass it to Zaha, who's going crazy. You should have signed for us when you could, Wilf. It's too late, mate. Zaha is pissed. 79% Chelsea possession. 79-21. That's insanity. If Wilfried Zaha's frustrated, then he's going to get booked. He'll get sent off. If Chelsea end up with a man advantage here, then we're going to be laughing. Where is Christensen? Christensen was injured on training on Friday afternoon. Oh man, what a start. Crystal Palace now looking to get forward. Go on, Cover. Oh, what a ball. What a ball from Kovacic to Chilwell. And that is a foul from Kouyaté. That's got to be a yellow card. I've got an itchy nose. Yellow card for Kouyaté. Great stuff again from Chelsea. Prime Barcelona. It is prime Barcelona. 92% pass accuracy so far from Chelsea. I'm seeing some lovely passes from Jorginho and Kovacic. They are absolutely controlling this game in the middle of the park for the Blues. I think we just missed a €5 donation, or yes, we did. Thank you very much. George Benson, please, I want to know about GBFC Selects. Tried to open an account, but I'm not receiving the code. You should send a question because we do have a help team at GBFC Select. So make sure you let them know that we don't have the code. Chelsea now with a free kick. Mason Mount. We're into the 30th minute of the game. I think you guys have just said there's a goal. There is a goal. Kurt Zuma has headed it into the back of the net. I apologise that this is not the best reaction of the day because I checked the stream. When there's like a free kick, I try not to check the stream, but I checked it. I looked at it, and Chelsea are absolutely burning Selhurst Park to the floor. Kurt Zuma's 5th goal of the season. 5 goals in the season for Zuma. Roy Hodgson, he's looking as if he wants to go home, go to bed, put the kettle on, get himself some black blimmin' tea, and flipping sip it all night long and just fall asleep on the couch because this is an onslaught from Chelsea Football Club. It's a beautiful free kick from Mason Mount and the Zuma header. He gets above Gary Cahill, who probably is just wishing he retired now so he didn't have to play this game. Chelsea, this is the best half of football I have seen all season long. That is absolutely stunning. Stunning. What a cross from Mason Mount again. Set pieces, ball at his feet. When he's chasing the ball down, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 3 after 30 minutes of the game. I'm telling you now, this could be the best 6 things we learned we've ever had. You know, 6 things we learned when Chelsea beat Barnsley 6-0 was pretty special. But that's Barnsley in the League Cup. This is Premier League football. We're making Palace look as though they belong in League One. This is magnificent. We scored 3 goals under Thomas Tuchel, by the way, boys and girls. 3 goals under Thomas Tuchel. Who would have thought it? I thought we don't score goals. Liverpool were like, you know what, Chelsea? Get yourself out. Get out. And we're like, no, Liverpool, you've had your time. You won a Champions League. You won a Premier League. Go back into hiding for flipping 17 years and piss off. We're back. Chelsea Football Club are back and we ain't going nowhere. As we dominate the possession again, Kovacic holding it in the middle. Out to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Come on, Chelsea, let's just run them ragged. Let's just go crazy. Kurt Zuma, his 5th goal of the season, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, Joel Ward. Oh, Crystal Palace are in here. Don't concede, don't concede. Oh, we block it and we manage to get it away. Rudiger does well. That's the first time Crystal Palace have even got close to the Chelsea goal. And we deal with it in the end. Rudiger doing well with the block. Bring back the buzz cut. If we win the Champions League, I'll get whatever bloody haircut you guys want. I'll do anything. We will do anything if we win the Champions League. I'll get tattoos. I'll get a lot. Come on then, Chelsea, let's get 4. It's one of those now where it's like, how many can we get? What do you think? Why do I seem cold? I am actually a little bit cold. Let me get myself a jacket. Give me a second. I'll even tilt the camera here so you can see the Yes Guys sign. We're going to go to the cupboard. We're going to have a little party. I'm coming up, so you better get the party started. Oh, we nearly scored again. Okay, I don't have a jacket in there. Maybe I've got one in this cupboard. Hang on a minute. Oh, what a save. It was actually a shot from Mason Mount and a save from Guyton. Chelsea looking for that 4th goal. Do I even have a hoodie? I don't think I do. Yes, I do. I found a hoodie. Guys, everything's going my way. I've even found a hoodie. Oh, we're getting closer again here. Oh, Ben Chilwell almost knocks out. I don't know who that is. Joel Ward, maybe, or Gary Cahill? Someone says get a mohawk. That is possible. We've got 1,700 people in the stream. Welcome to the GBFC stream for Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. It is currently Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 3. And Benson is cold, so he's going to put on a flipping Pink hoodie. We're absolutely loving life, boys and girls. Chelsea with another corner. This has got to be the most torrid half of football that has ever been experienced by Crystal Palace Football Club. Mason Mount with another beautiful corner, and Zuma, it's headed off the line. We've almost scored again. Was it Zuma or Rudiger? I don't know who it was, but we've just had another chance cleared off the line. I'm telling you now, Gaeta's made 2 magnificent saves. Chelsea could legitimately be 6-0 up here. It's Rudiger's header. It's a thumping header. Van Aanholt clears it off the line. Like, we actually could have 6 goals in this first half. We talk about, like, we don't shoot enough. What did I say in my preview? I said I want to see us shoot more. I want to see us get into better shooting oppositions, and we've done it. Oh, man. It's another... Wilfried Zaha's getting pissed off. We are riling up this Crystal Palace team like nobody's business. Mason Mount stood in the middle of the pitch with his hands on his hips, laughing. I love this kid. Absolutely love him. Absolutely phenomenal. I know that Zuma scored the 3rd goal, guys. Don't worry. I was talking about whose header was it when it was cleared off the line. It was Rudiger's header. Mason Mount just laughing at the referee, laughing at the ref. This is just brilliant. It's brilliant. He's so good, man. So good. Mount is a proper geezer. He is a proper geezer. I love him. Wilfried Zaha is not happy. There's absolutely nothing in that from Ben Chilwell either. And Zaha's just getting a little bit aggy because he's pissed off. And then Mason Mount, yeah, there you go. He's laughing at him. He pushes it. Yes, come on. That's it. Love it. Wilfried Zaha is almost crying out there on the pitch. We're literally bringing Crystal Palace's best player to borderline tears. Have you ever seen us play this good? I don't remember. Mason Mount chasing it down. It's a good slide tackle from Kiate. It needed to be a good slide tackle, because Mount would have been in on goal. Love from Kenya. Cheers, Johnny Daniels. Appreciate it. We had Reece James pocketing Wilfried Zaha in the game at Stamford Bridge. I think that might have been last season. I remember I was at the game. And Reece James humiliated Wilfried Zaha. He gets so frustrated when he plays against Chelsea and he's not having a good day. 3-0 to the boys in blue. Shall we sing a song for you? This is so good. I'm so happy. What an incredible game this is. You got 0 points on the predictor so far. Well, you know, there is easy points to be had on the GBFC Selects. You know, if you pick anything that isn't 4+ corners, then you're missing out on 4 points. Presley Eason, thank you for the £5 donation. Chelsea winning Champions League or England winning the Euros? Oh, the Euros is not the World Cup, so I'm going to have to say Chelsea winning the Champions League. If it was a World Cup, then we have a serious question. But it's the Euros. It's still a big competition, but it's not the World Cup. So for that reason, it has to be Chelsea to win the Champions League. Has to be. Am I returning to the UK? Depends. If Chelsea get to an FA Cup final and I'm allowed to go, there is definitely going to be, pardon me, there's definitely going to be an option there. Love from Jakarta. Nice one. Euros is cancelled. Well, it isn't. Bro, how do you donate? I don't actually know how to explain how to donate, to be honest. It's either you do it or you don't. It's easy. When Jorginho plays well, we truly are a different side. I totally agree. Totally agree. When Jorginho's on song, I've said this so many times, guys. When Jorginho's on song, he's a top quality footballer. I'm at 37 minutes and 50 seconds as Rudiger heads the ball away from a Crystal Palace free kick. Now Hudson-Odoi goes all the way back to Mendy. Hoofs it forward. Press the $ by the message. Oh, okay, cool. 38 minutes, 7 seconds is where I'm at right now on the stream. We have been streaming for 90 minutes. And we've currently averaging a goal every 30 minutes of stream time, which is absolutely wonderful because all the goals have been for Chelsea. So this has been, by far, the best stream I've ever done as of right now. It is absolutely wonderful. Love from Djibouti, love from China, love from the USA. Get in there, my boys. I'm at 38 minutes, 35 seconds on my stream right now. You're exactly 10 seconds behind me. There's a few people that are a few seconds ahead. There are a few people that are at the same time, a few people that are a few seconds behind. It is one of those things with the YouTube live stream that until everything is perfectly set up, it's going to be very difficult for you guys to know what's up. Thank you very much for the €5 donation, Dylan. Our biggest ever win in the Premier League was 8-0 in 2012. What else happened in 2012? We won the Champions League. 8-0. I don't know if we're going to get 8 goals today, but we're certainly looking like we can get a few more. Thank you very much for the £2 donation, Morgan. Would Aguero at Chelsea work? It would certainly work. I just think when we look at the market and availability of strikers right now, us signing Aguero is basically us holding the door for Manchester City and giving them a little, you know, on the way behind. It's too easy. 3 best youngsters in the Premier League: Phil Foden, Mason Mount, and Reece James. There you go, job done. I've just answered your question. Le question dans le classe. Because Chelsea are very class. Whew, Reece James is a strong right back. Damn right, sir. He's a blimey damn strong one. You know what I mean, man? What's going down, Chelsea Football Club? Getting the win today at Crystal Palace. Currently 3-0 after 41 minutes of football. It's looking pretty goddamn good, man. What are my thoughts on Meslier, the Leeds goalkeeper? He's a decent keeper, but I find him very bizarre. You know, when I watch him play, I just find him very weird. Like, I think he saves things that he shouldn't save and then makes some very, very odd calls, you know? Show us the screen. I can't show you guys the screen because then I would get demonetized. Have I ever visited Switzerland? Yes, I have. And it's bloody expensive, man. I was in the airport and I bought me and my friends a round of coffees. I know, pushing the bloody boat out here, need to go steady. €50 for 4 coffees. €50. Are you having a laugh, mate? George, with that accent, you deserve a chicken. You want me to have a chicken fried steak? Well, I know a place right open right now that can send it to my house, a little chicken steak. No worry. Guys, I have an itchy nose. I know you don't care and you're not here for me to tell you about updates on my body parts, but I have an itchy nose. Just letting you know. Letting you nose. You like that one, don't you? I'm on fire now, boys and girls. I'm here all night for the jokes. I'm telling you that now. Now Crystal Palace getting forward, but Kovacic with the tackle. And how have we got that ball out of that tight situation? But they've won it back here. It's Ayew for Crystal Palace. And it's going to go all the way out for a Chelsea goal kick. We are looking so good, be it defensively, in the middle, going forward. This has been a beautiful, beautiful half. Score prediction for El Clasico. Going to go with 1-1, you know. I'm not going to watch it because I'm going to be asleep, hopefully, by the time El Clasico kicks off. Because I'm going to get 6 things we learned out straight after this game for you lot. And as it stands, it's going to be a lovely 6 things we learned. Love from Sweden. Hey. That was the only Swedish that came to my mind there. Last 10 minutes, Crystal Palace getting back in the game. 59% possession for the last 10. If Chelsea can get a 4th goal here before half-time, then it is well and truly game over as Kovacic again with a beautiful pass to Hudson-Odoi. Take him on, Callum. Take him on, son. Oh, hits it over. That's the thing that Hudson-Odoi needs to improve on. Sometimes he shoots when the shot isn't on, and it's an awfully tame effort or it goes over. But yeah, why does he do that, man? His end product is bad, Hudson-Odoi, sometimes. Great watching you. Thank you very much. It's good to be here for you lot too. Chelsea win the Champions League or England win the World Cup? I literally don't know how to answer that question. Because to win the World Cup, just imagine the scenes in England. Just imagine if England win the World Cup. Because Chelsea have already won the Champions League once, I'd have to say England win the World Cup. I mean, I flipping love Chelsea Football Club more than anything in the world. But for my country to win the World Cup, oh my word. It's not to say Chelsea wouldn't win the Champions League again, because we will. We're going to win it a few times, I'm telling you. But, you know. Oh, Kovacic, you are just brilliant. Thank you, Josh Treverton, for the £3 donation. Love from Northern Ireland. Appreciate it, mate. Kovacic again with a lovely little ball. Guys, I know a lot of you are asking me to put up a timer. I can't. I'm streaming from my phone again because it wouldn't let me stream from my MacBook. Everything crashed just as I was about to go live, or I did go live. I had a stream that was live and I had to turn it off because it didn't work. Love from Sweden. Plenty of Swedish in the chat. Love that. Much love from Singapore. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. There you go. Spamming the yes, guys. Hudson-Odoi. Brilliant work again. Lovely link up with Hudson. Oh, with Havertz. He's unlucky. Big W in the chat. Love to see it. Would I bring Werner on? I wouldn't change anything at the moment. I get to like 65 minutes and then I'd make a couple of changes. I'd probably rest Mason Mount. You know, Pulisic's had a wonderful game, but I'd say it's always a worry he's going to get injured. You know, even when he runs out the tunnel, he gets injured. So we've got to try and wrap some of these players in cotton wool, unfortunately. Yes, guys. At half time, I'm going to run downstairs for 30 seconds and I'm going to get the cat. And I'm also going to get some water. Hashtag spam for Zola in the chat. Well, we have been absolutely bloody wonderful in this first half. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 3. Love from Japan. Terima kasih. That means thank you in Indonesian. Zola, 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 Zola. Your game is delayed. Well, no shite, Sherlock, you know. It's a little bit delayed. Alright then, so it's basically half-time here. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 3 at the moment. Jordan Ayew. Zola, Zola, Zola. Chelsea goal kick. Okay, I'm pretty sure the halftime whistle's about to go. So I want to give some proper analysis here on the stream. So give me 30 seconds. I'm going to go and fill this thing up with a little bit of H2O. I'll be right back. Do not go anywhere because we've got halftime analysis coming right up. Look who it is. We've got the cat. We've got Kitty. There he is. Look how fat he is, guys. Look at this fat belly. Yo, the cat is awake and alive. What's up, bro? Look at Zola. Oh, man. What a first half that was. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 3. We are looking seriously good here. I think across the pitch, that was the perfect half of football. We scored 3. What's up, bro? He's being a bit odd, I'm not going to lie. I think maybe he needs his litter tray. We got some W's being spammed in the chat. You love to see it. Let's put him on my shoulder. What's up? Here he is. Look how fat he is. Like that's a joke, man. This cat is 6 weeks old and he's so fat. He's like he's pregnant. What's up, Brogan? Yeah? Oh my God, what is wrong with you, weirdo? Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to take the cat back downstairs. I think he's off his rocker. All right, get down. Okay. Oh. I mean, in the space of a couple of days, he's actually gone from being like a kitten who is so small and just wants to sit on your shoulder to being a fat flipping lard cake who basically just, well, you know, he's too fat to even sit on my shoulder these days. Okay, there are 1,700 people in the stream and it is time to seriously talk about why that was the best first half of football that Chelsea Football Club have played all season long. We absolutely dominated this game so far from start to finish in that half. You know, the game's not over, but as for that first half, from minute 1 all the way through to the end, we were absolutely brilliant. The defenders are playing the ball forwards. There's none of this like just keeping it and inviting the Crystal Palace pressure on. We're trying to offload it to Hudson-Odoi, who's been, I would actually say Hudson-Odoi's been the best player on the pitch so far. I think there's been a couple of shots he had that just haven't been very good. But I think, Cat, what's wrong with you? But I think in terms of what he's actually doing in terms of making space, getting to the byline, getting crosses in, getting passes in, starting attacks, he's been absolutely phenomenal so far. Kai Havertz has had probably his best half of football in a Chelsea shirt in the Premier League too. Havertz has been magnificent. But I think for me, it's been all about Pulisic, Mount, Havertz and Hudson-Odoi. And then also, we cannot forget that Jorginho is having an absolutely wonderful game. Kovacic has not done anything wrong. Like, the whole team here have just been amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Thank you, Patrick, for the donation. Kova is just a goat. Kovacic has been magnificent. Best half, I'm going to type out a comment quick. Best half of football we have seen all season long. Incredible stuff. What are we saying? There's nearly 2,000 people in the chat. Your prediction was 2-0. Well, 2-0 is ever so slightly underestimating how good this Chelsea team are. I've been saying this for weeks, guys, you know. A result like this or a performance like this was not far away. We just needed to be more confident when we're going forward, to actually get shots away, to make those incisive final third passes. And I think if you actually look at the chances that we created in that first half, we could easily be 6-0 up. The cat is going nuts downstairs, by the way. Absolutely manic in the living room down there. There's a party going on just by himself with his fat belly. But yeah, I think underestimate. Yeah, I know I said 2-1, but I said 2-1 because that was my honest prediction. But I've also been saying for weeks that if this Chelsea team can click going forward, then we can completely obliterate teams. I've said that too. Thank you very much, Maros, for the donation. Just put time on tablet display and put it in the camera angle. There's nothing I can do from my phone. You're telling me there's things I can do? Like if I close this window down from my phone, the stream ends. So like I can't do anything apart from what is here now. But I appreciate the donation and I still do need to buy a PC, unfortunately. I've spent hours and hours and thousands trying to get this stuff to work. But it's okay. We will get there in the end. We want 5 goals. 5 goals would be absolutely extraordinary. But I think at the moment, if we can just keep doing what we've just done, then 6 things we learn is going to be by far the best 6 things we learn that I've ever done and that you guys have ever watched, because that was just fantastic. Kai flipping Havertz. You guys know the phrases that we say. Benjamin bloody Chilwell, he's been on one as well, getting forwards. Hudson-Odoi. You guys know it's Mason flipping Mount, Kai flipping Havertz, Benjamin bloody Chilwell. I think we need to add someone else to the bloody category, you know? First green box for Chelsea. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a few red boxes after what we've just seen. Mason Mount had a huge half as well, absolutely. The free kick that Zuma converted with his head is absolutely fantastic. I honestly think, like, Chelsea could be 6-0 up here, and no one would be able to say, oh, that's a bit undeserved, like, XG, you've outperformed. Oh, shut up. XG winds me up in football, it really does. I don't have time to talk about that nonsense. Thank you very much, Jamie, for the £5 donation. It's the one-touch football that's split in open Palace defence, correct? A lot of credit should go to Kovacic and Jorginho. Totally agree with you, mate, to be honest, because it's the fact that when we've got the ball, we're not holding on to it and looking around, wondering where the pass is. We are making space for ourselves in between the Crystal Palace lines, and then when we have the ball, it's on the foot for a matter of 1 second maximum, and then it's offloaded to the next player, and then Palace are running ragged, and then we can make those final passes in between the lines, and then the finishes have been brilliant so far. We've seen 3-0 leads thrown before. It's possible. Crystal Palace aren't a bad side, but compared to what we've just seen in that first half, I think it would be crazy, ludicrous to consider that Chelsea are not going to win this game now. We're playing some wonderful football. We're playing with incredible confidence. Crystal Palace look angered. They look frustrated. Erling bloody Haaland. Yeah, Erling bloody Haaland is another one. We actually do use bloody for that. Jorginho has Zaha in his back pocket. I think he has him in his back pocket, his front pocket, in his shirt pocket. He's got it everywhere. Kurt friggin' Zuma. Wow, what an incredible half that was. 1,900 people in the stream. You lot are absolutely on fire. I'm going to put a tweet out right now. Well, that was the best half of football we've seen all season long. Come join me in the stream as I dissect that incredible half from Chelsea Football Club. Get in. Oh, we just had a donation, 250 somethings. Kurt bloody Zuma. Happy is his real middle name. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the donation massively. Kurt bloody Zuma, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea are absolutely on fire in this game. Absolutely on fire. Who would your man of the match be? Let me know in the chat right now. If you had to give the man of the match to one player, if you had to really narrow it down to that first half, who would the man of the match be? Chelsea are on Havertz is fire. Havertz has been brilliant in that half so far. We just had another donation come in from Earl Aruga. Harry Kane to Chelsea, thoughts? Love it to happen, not going to happen because Spurs will not sell him to Chelsea, period. Daniel Levy will not let him go to Spurs. No way. Havertz. Okay, yeah, I think, to be honest, I said Callum Hudson-Odoi, but I think I would realistically give it to Havertz. He's scored a beautiful goal, brilliant assist, almost had another wonderful goal, but Gaeta made a fantastic save. Thank you, Anthony Butcher, for the £1 donation. Jorginho and Kovacic also magnificent in that half. So many players, you know, at the moment I'm thinking about what we do for 6 things we learn, and it is so flipping hard. Even in that first half, I could easily pinpoint 6 things. You got Zuma scoring his 5th Premier League goal of the season, which is a phenomenal goal scoring record for a centre-back. It's, wow, you know. Havertz has been magnificent. Pulisic was very, very good again, getting into good positions, nice bit of footwork, intricate stuff around the box. It's good stuff from Chelsea, this. Really, really good stuff. Guys, can we push for 1,500 likes on the stream? We are 32 likes away. Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai for real, my man. Cobra Kai for real. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 3. Oh, we just absolutely smashed 1,500. We're now closer to 1,600. You guys are going crazy. Absolutely love it. Do I think Werner will play? Yes, I think Thomas Tuchel's going to be looking at this thinking Chelsea are running them ragged and Timo Werner's in desperate need of a goal. Things are shaking. What the hell? I don't know if I've just experienced an aftershock of the earthquake that happened earlier today, but things started shaking in my office. Okay, that's a little bit bizarre. Enrique Tanlapco, thank you very much for the $7 donation. Okay, things are actually shaking. My screen is shaking and so is my light. Blimey. This is different. This is not really how I wanted my stream to go. It's a bit scary, but it is what it is. It's not too bad. Zuma's header. 2K viewers. We have hit the 2K viewer mark. Good news. Looking like prime Barcelona. We are actually looking very good at this moment in time. The camera's still shaking. Is it still shaking? Maybe. Yeah, it is a little bit. My light's shaking too. Oh, brilliant. Just what I bloody wanted. A little earthquake in the middle of the flipping stream. Thank you very much for the donation. We've had 50 Norwegian crowns come in. Thank you very much. Much love from Norway. Erling Braut Haaland to Chelsea. The club in my heart would be the best thing in the world. That sounds good to me. I love it. Erling Haaland to Chelsea. Pulisic stay fit equals become one of the best current players in the Premier League. A fit Christian Pulisic is a fantastic footballer, one of the best in the Premier League, for sure. It's just about keeping him fit. You know, it's always one thing having him now behind me. Is there a cat? No, he decided to go back to sleep. Kai Havertz hat-trick. And the shaking is Chelsea over Palace. No, there was actually, I mentioned it earlier in the stream, there was actually a very big earthquake in Indonesia earlier today. Just south of a place called Malang, a city in Java, and there were the earthquake was actually felt here. I didn't personally feel it, but there was a lot of reports, thousands of people reporting feeling the earthquake here in Bali. So maybe it was an aftershock, who knows? But I felt that for sure. It's very, very bizarre. Shout you out. I just missed your name there, sorry. You lived in Malang, nice. Hope everybody is safe, hope everybody's well. I think it was a 6.7 earthquake, a big, big, big one. Someone just donated me and said, you are high, it's not shaking. I wish I was, but it's very illegal here, so it's a big no from me. Let's do a 7-0. Yeah, we don't want to get too carried away. We don't want to get too carried away. There's still a lot of people saying, can you please get a timer? Guys, I will make this clear once and for all. I cannot have a timer when streaming from my phone, and I cannot stream from my MacBook because everything crashes the moment I try and stream. I did test streams all day today and everything worked perfectly, and then as soon as push comes to shove and I actually try and start streaming for real, it crashes and goes crazy. So, you know, it is what it is. Tried my best, but it doesn't work. Why don't you watch on my TV? Because I don't have the channel on my TV downstairs. I can only watch FA Cup and Champions League on my big TV. I've got a big 75-inch TV. And I've got my monitor and my MacBook open now, and I can watch it online for the Premier League games. So I need to get a PC for sure. I need to get a Windows gaming PC so that I can stream properly for you lot. Because having like a timer and a banner and the chat coming up and stuff, it's gonna be so flipping good. And I know how to do it. It's just I can't flipping get the MacBook to want to do it. So annoying. Thank you very much, Jack, for the donation. Appreciate it, buddy. So realistically, what can we expect from Chelsea in this second half? I personally think we can go out there and score another couple of goals. We've been so good and Crystal Palace have been so poor, but I think it's not about us, you know, Palace just turning up and having an off day. I think the way that we've pressed and the way that we've contained the ball and pressed them when they don't have the ball has just been superb so far. Like, I'm trying to think of a way to just like think of something that could be improved here. And the only thing I can think of is that maybe we should have been a bit more clinical. But, you know, like how can I possibly even say that? We are back up and running. The players are out on the pitch. Kai Havertz is there. I don't think there's been any halftime changes. And we are underway as Kovacic and Jorginho retain their possession of the ball for Chelsea. Jorginho starts ordering everybody around. Kovacic and Jorginho were absolutely brilliant in that first half. And if you've decided to stay with the stream for the second half, welcome to those of you that joined at half time. And thank you for sticking by here on GBFC as we hopefully see out Chelsea getting a very convincing away Premier League victory at Selhurst Park. Never an easy place to go, no matter how good or bad Crystal Palace is forming. Feel bad for poor Roy. I love the guy. Well, Mr. Roy Hodgson, I've got a mosquito trying to eat me alive here. Roy Hodgson's not going to be impressed with what he's just seen from his team. However, Chelsea restricting. That's a poor early pass there, I think, from Mason Mount. Azpilicueta. He's got Wilfried Zaha chasing him down, but Azpi will go all the way back to Mendy, who gets a rare touch of the ball within the first minute of the second half. We just had a 22 crown donation. Love from Norway. Let's get Haaland to the bridge. Thank you very much. Let's try our absolute best. And if he watches this, he'd be very impressed with what he's seen from this Chelsea team. If we've scored 3, we broke one of the Tuchel hoodoos last week, which was conceding goals. We've broken it today with scoring. That's brilliant from Pulisic. Gives it to Chilwell. Ben Chilwell dribbling on his right foot again. It flashes across the face of the goal. And Ben Chilwell, I think he's going to start laughing at himself, thinking there's no way I could have scored 2 goals with my right foot in a week. But he should have done better there, really. He's done brilliantly again going forward. Pulls it back onto his right. Lovely touch. He's got to do better than that. He's got to at least hit the target. Thank you very much, Play by Play, for the $5 donation. What a half of football. Thanks for being the GOAT of Chelsea news. Thank you very much. I wouldn't say I'm the GOAT of Chelsea news. I'd say that Jan's definitely the man for the Chelsea news. He always seems to get the news out first. But yeah, you know, we're bringing Chelsea news back to the channel as much as I can. The thing is with me, like, we have a lot of stuff that goes on around the game. You know, if I'm doing a stream, there's 4 pieces of content that go out around the game. You've got the preview, the stream, 6 things we learned, and player ratings. So there's 4 videos per game, and Chelsea usually play 1 or 2 games a week. So that's a lot of content already. So I will do Chelsea news when I can, but obviously over the summer, there's going to be a lot of Chelsea news coming out. When there's no football being played, there's going to be a lot of transfer talk, a lot of speculation, and then obviously we'll build up to pre-season, and we've got the Euros in the middle. So if you are not yet subscribed to GBFC 2, you should definitely go and subscribe to GBFC 2, because there's going to be so much content going out. We had the first episode of Roy's Road. That was my series in 2016. First episode of the Road to 2021, Euro 2021, went out today, where I built my preferred England 11 based off of current form. So you should go and check that one out. When the stream finishes, I'm going to try and send you guys there. So once the stream finishes, you're going to have about 45 minutes until 6 Things We Learned is out. And I would absolutely love all of you guys who are in the stream when this ends, which is going to be at the end of the game, so don't worry, I'm not going anywhere right now. I would love for you guys to go and check out that video on GBFC 2. Because it's a good one. Give a shout out to Belgium Fan TV. Well, there you go. I just gave your name a little mention there. Havertz has been awesome today. He has. Chelsea will want to try and start this second half the way that we played the whole of the first. I hope that Crystal Palace don't start this half well, because then they will get back into the game. It could be a case of Chelsea just slowing things down a little bit. We do have the ball in the middle again. Kovacic, very smart ball to Jorginho, who offloads it very quickly. The time is currently 48 minutes and 57 seconds on my screen. Callum Hudson-Odoi does very well there to win the ball from Zaha. Jorginho, Kovacic just dancing around the middle of the field. Lovely turn again from Kovac, and he still manages to keep hold of the ball. Gives it to Mason Mount. This is the game to boost Werner's confidence. I do think Werner coming off the bench would be good. Now, Azpilicueta, Hudson-Odoi, slide tackle from Patrick Van Aanholt. We've got to make it at least 4-0. Yeah, I think we should try and at least go for another one. Eze is a good player. We need to keep him quiet. He is a very decent player, to be fair. We need a scoreline and time. Guys, I know. I don't know how many times I need to answer this one. If I could give you a scoreline and a time, I would. But I cannot stream from my MacBook because it absolutely despises me. End of story. Zuma, Chelsea with the throw-in, 50 minutes in. Palace 0, Chelsea 3. 3 first-half goals scored by Kai Havertz, Christian Pulisic, and a bullet header from a Mason Mount free kick converted by Chelsea's French centre-back Kurt Zouma. Best kit versus the worst kit in the Premier League. What, you're saying Palace is the worst and Chelsea is the best, I guess? As Rudiger wins the ball off of Benteke, and he also won the throw-in. What phone do I have? This is an iPhone 11 Plus. I think. Pro Max or something, whatever they call it. I don't know. Man, I'm going to have a very sore throat. Someone just said, would I take MDMA on stream? Absolutely not. Are you serious? Oh, you guys are funny. What time is it? It is currently 1:39 in the morning. I am actually very tired, to be fair. It's been a long day, but we're going to battle the way through this, and then 6 Things We Learned. Recorded, edited, uploaded straight after the game. No dramas whatsoever. It's easy, take it easy. It's good content. Well, that's what I love to hear. How's the girlfriend? She's probably pissed at me for being so loud right now. But actually, she's probably not pissed at me. She doesn't really get annoyed. But she's asleep in the room behind me. Justice for Tammy. Yeah, again, I think it would be nice to see both Tammy and Timo come off the bench and do something here. You could almost, well, no, you wouldn't switch all 3 attacking players for Giroud, Tammy and Timo. That wouldn't make any sense, but I want to see at least one of them come on because a goal against Palace have actually started the second half much better, to be fair. That's poor from Hudson-Odoi. He's giving it away. Benteke, now Eze. If Palace score an early goal, it would make things a little bit dangerous. Crystal Palace keep the ball with Gary Cahill. How am I doing? I'm actually doing very good. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Harold? Is anyone scared of spiders in Australia? Yes, I was petrified of spiders when I was in Australia. We've now been streaming for 2 hours. Thank you to everybody who's been here. If you've been here right from the beginning, let me know in the chat, because 2 hours is a bloody long time. I don't remember the last time I watched someone stream for 2 hours. What minute am I in the game? Let me just do a quick little buffer. 52 minutes and 33 seconds. What car do I have? I don't have a car anymore. I did have a car, and then I crashed it. I didn't crash it. In Bali, a small road in Bali is called a gang. So it's like, for example, I live in a gang. You live down a gang. So this car that I had is a big car. And the first time I ever tried to drive down this gang was at night time. And for however reason, I don't know how I managed it, but I managed to drive in without lining it up perfectly, no problems. And I tried again the next day in the daylight, and I completely butchered the left side of the car. So I underestimated how wide the road was, and there was just not enough room for the car to go through. So it was all my fault, just complete idiot. So then I decided to wait until a smaller car becomes available, because you cannot have a big car in Bali. It doesn't make any sense. Dogs or cats? I grew up with cats, but I love dogs. Thank you, Jack, for the donation. Who is my favourite Chelsea manager? Thomas Tuchel. Haha. But in terms of the pet itself, both. You know, I have a cat now, a kitten, but he's as fat as a flipping big normal cat. But I do love dogs, and I'll hopefully have a dog very soon. Change the profile picture here. No, that's my winning a trophy on the pitch in Baku the day after Chelsea beat Arsenal. I saved a penalty that day, you know, on the pitch. Something that Petr Cech couldn't do in an Arsenal jersey. I did it the day after. Who's the best player Chelsea have had of all time? Frank Lampard. Most talented? Eden Hazard. But the best player Chelsea have had is Frank Lampard, no doubt. Thank you, Lewis Hall, for the £1 donation. I appreciate it. We're almost at 200 quid in donations. You guys are bloody legends. Thanks, mates. Really appreciate that, mate. Call your dog Aussie. Why is that? That was a bit more New Zealand. Okay. Who's your favourite Chelsea player of all time? Thank you for the donation. Play by play. Frank Lampard. I absolutely love the guy. Osgood, 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 Osgood. Kante's warming up. Says injured Viper. I just saw that myself. Here's Chelsea again coming forward with Mason Mount. He's got Hudson-Odoi on the overlap. He's done well. It's what a ball that is from Hudson-Odoi. Kai Havertz looking to get on the end of it. That's a fantastic ball in though from Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm not sure if Kai Havertz got the final touch on that or if it came off a Crystal Palace defender. I think Havertz does get his head on it. Thank you very much, Patrick, for the €5.49 donation. Every time someone forgets to press, they see Mount running for his life and they remember what to do. What an influence he already has on the team. Mason Mount is the future Chelsea and England captain. Absolutely no doubts about it. He is a leader on the pitch. He's an incredibly talented footballer. He's just brilliant in absolutely everything that he does. Pick one, your girlfriend or Chelsea. There you go. I answered your question. You just have to look carefully. Have I ever been to Mexico? Yes, I have. I went to an F1 race. I went to Mexico City F1. Itchy ear. Itchy nose, itchy ear, blimey. I reckon I'm going to get a sore throat after this video. I might have to take a day off tomorrow. Is that even a question? You guys saw it. We're having a great time on this stream, I'm not going to lie to you. It is still 3-0 to Chelsea, 56.5 minutes into the game at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace started the second half much better than they played throughout the entire 45 minutes of the first half. So I think if Chelsea want any more goals, we're going to have to start putting the pressure on again soon. But I also think they're there will have been a little conversation that was had at half-time where we say, thank you play-by-play for the donation again, Ramirez was your favourite player. There probably was a conversation had at half-time about, just maybe easing off the gas a little bit with an eye looking forward to that game against Porto on Tuesday night, very, very soon. Literally 2-3 days' time, we've got Porto. So, we don't want to get too carried away with pushing too much here. But then again, we also do have a very strong squad. Thank you, Lewis Hall, for the £2. Thoughts on the Tammy situation? I think realistically he's going to leave. I think if he looks at the way things are going, he drops Timo Werner today, and Tammy would have been hoping that if he drops one striker, he'd be the natural striker replacement. But he's on the bench again. So I think Tammy Abraham's probably going to be looking to push a move away. Why do I live in Bali? Because it is paradise. It's the best place on earth. Best food, best people. Beautiful place. I love it. Chelsea getting forward again. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, Spurs versus United, we need a draw. Absolutely not. We need to stop looking at United as a team that we can actually chase down. They're going to get enough points between now and the end of the season. Hudson-Odoi, what a ball that is. And Havertz lets it go. And Chilwell goes across the face of the goal again. Chelsea should have had a fourth there. Lovely ball in. First time from Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think it's Kai Havertz who's running towards it. It looks as though it might have been pulled back for offside, but what a ball that is. Kai Havertz can't control it, and then Chilwell blazes it high and wide with his left. Thank you very much, Matt Tosland, for the donation. Next United game, can you collab with Goldbridge? I will try. We tried to get a collab done for GBFC before the last game against United, the second 0-0, and he was too busy. But, it was an idea that we had, and he was down, but it just couldn't work it out. I'm getting married to Chelsea. I've been married to Chelsea since I was about 4 years old, mate. I'm not going to lie. We need a timer. Oh, I don't know how many times I've heard that one. Bloody hell. Hi from Indonesia. Hi from Indonesia. Passing it on to you. Well, if it wasn't for, I think his name's Vincent Gaita, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper, then Palace would really have conceded 6 goals here in the first half. Thank you very much, play-by-play, for the donation. Who's your least favourite Chelsea player now? Danny Drinkwater. What is the point in paying that guy's wages? What's he doing apart from punching people? What is the point? Jorginho, now Kovacic. Chelsea kind of been a bit more penned in here in the second half. We need to release the ball a bit quicker in the middle. A bit more one-touch passing like we saw earlier. As Jorginho goes backwards. That's kind of what I was trying to allude to. Giroud against Porto. Maybe. Although at this rate, I'll be starting this team against Porto. Drinkwater said he wants another chance at Chelsea. I don't think he's going to get one, pal. I'm sorry, I just don't quite think he's as good as N'Golo Kante. Don't quite think he's as good as Mateo Kovacic, or Jorginho, or Gilmour, or Mount, or Havertz, or Hudson-Odoi. Go on, Callum. He's giving it to Mason. Chips it back in. Crystal Palace deal with it. It's a Chelsea corner. Callum Hudson-Odoi has to come off, someone says. Not sure why you're saying that. I think Callum's had a very, very good 60 minutes here. But I think there is a substitution. Jorginho's coming off for Kante. The energy is about to arrive on the field. N'Golo Kante getting 30 minutes, which is good because you don't want to give him 60 and risk an injury. You want to kind of give him a 30-minute stint so that he can get a little bit of match fitness going into a game against Porto that I'm pretty sure he's going to start. But 60 minutes from Jorginho, he was absolutely brilliant in that 60 minutes. I'm going to say green box worthy at this moment in time. Mason Mount now to put in the corner. Can we find the head of Zuma or Rudiger? It's a poor corner though, but it will come back to him. As Kai Havertz wins the second ball. Mason Mount again. It's a lovely looping cross towards Rudiger. Crystal Palace head the ball away and it goes back into the hands of Gaita. If you want to be on the same timing as me, guys, I'm on 61 minutes and 10 seconds. Do I reckon Bakayoko has a chance? Nope. I just don't see enough of what he does that's good enough. Chelsea have got so many good players. So many good players. The score is still 3-0. Where do I think we would be if Lamps was still in charge? I don't know. It's one of those questions where you don't really want to answer it because you never know. He might have turned things around. When you see the way that Tuchel came in and changed the tactics, you do feel as though it's definitely blame for the manager Not a single shot on goal yet, Crystal Palace. 16 attempts to Chelsea, 16 attempts, 7 on target. Palace have not had a single one. They're looking a lot better though in this second half. If they score a goal soon, then it could put Chelsea in a bit of a spot of bother. And that's poor from Kante. He's watching things and it's a bullet header from Benteke and Crystal Palace have scored. Literally as I start talking about the fact they haven't scored, Benteke scores a header. And I'm not going to lie, the intensity has dropped massively from Chelsea. Massively, massively dropped. And I mean, we're ball watching there. It's good football from Crystal Palace, but Kante nowhere near tight enough or quick enough. And, well, Chilwell's been absolutely battered in the air there. And I'm just hoping now that we don't absolutely wreck this game for ourselves here, because 28 minutes to go is a very long time. And I really, really hope that Chelsea can see what we've done and start going back on the attack. Yeah, the commentator's curse from Benson. The clean sheet is gone. There will not be another one of those for Edouard Mendy today. And, well, now, in my opinion, now this is going to be a nervy 10-15 minutes or so here, because Chelsea, they need to concentrate and they need to go forwards. We cannot sit and rest on this lead. We've conceded goals far too often this season, straight after we've conceded one. Christian Benteke, who's got a good goal-scoring record against Chelsea, scores against us again. 26 minutes to go. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 3 in the Premier League as Chelsea look to bounce back into the top 4 after a brilliant half of football. The pressure is now starting to come at us now from Crystal Palace. Patrick Van Aanholt gets forward. We've got to be very much awake here at the back. And that's a free kick again. This is what has happened. In the space of a few minutes, we've gone from looking incredibly firmly in control of this game, where I'm spending more time looking at the chat, talking to you lot, to, again, looking like we're starting to panic. Reece James to come on. I flipping hope so. Patrick Van Aanholt. Benteke is asking for the ball in the box again. Patrick Van Aanholt. He always looks like he's ready to prove a point against Chelsea. Puts the ball in. It's headed away. Chelsea got to up the intensity here. Chase the ball out, you know. Someone's got to. Yeah, Mason Mount does it. No surprises there. It's played in. Hudson-Odoi hooks the ball away. And now Chelsea do get it forward with Mason Mount, who can cut inside. That's a brilliant piece of play. It's a good idea. The pass, not enough weight on it to go through to Christian Pulisic. 25 minutes to go. Palace have pulled it back. They're now just 2 goals down. Chelsea coming forward again, though, with Ben Chilwell. 4th goal now would certainly settle my nerves. Crystal Palace with 1 shot, and it's on target, and it's in the back of the net. Now Kante. To Rudiger. Kovacic. Come on, boys. Oh, nervous. Very, very nervous. And to be honest, you have to blame N'Golo Kante for the goal, in my opinion. That's another poor pass from him there. He's got to get tighter. Am I watching on Sky Sports or BT Sports? Neither. I'm watching on Mola TV, which is a streaming service here in Indonesia. We need to get the possession back. We do. We need to get the possession back, and we need to be more confident to play one-touch passing. That was the difference in that first half. We were getting rid of the ball as soon as we had it in a good way. We're passing it around fast. Crystal Palace didn't keep up with us. We've let that intensity drop massively here at the beginning of this second half. Crystal Palace have also come out trying to play a bit more, which they couldn't do in the first half, but we're allowing them that now. Rudiger, Kante. Back to Zuma. Now Kovacic gives it to Kante, who bursts forward. It's a heavy touch again from Kante, and he gives the ball away again. Oh, N'Golo, as much as I bloody love you, mate, it is a little bit worrying when I see you come on and start your flipping first few minutes like this. 6 awful minutes. Oh. Now Gaita again. You don't want it to be one of those where if we do let them back in this game, we're going to be ruining those missed chances again. I said we could have been more clinical. It was my one criticism that I could have had in the first half. And again, Mendy's come out, collected that. I'm getting nervous, boys. Very, very nervous indeed. I know it's a 2-goal lead, but after what I saw last week against West Brom, and I'm seeing it immediately here after conceding, we don't look as confident on the ball. Oh, it's frustrating. And that goes all the way through there. Could have ended up at Mount's feet, but it doesn't. Goes all the way back to Gaita as Pulisic closes him down, forces Gaita to play a long pass. We're 67 minutes into this game. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 3. Oh yes, go on, he's in. Oh, Mason, just put your studs on it. It was Havertz actually, not Mason Mount. That was an opportunity, and now Ayew has done very well there. Crystal Palace looking for a foul, it's not given. That's good for Chelsea. Now Azpilicueta forward again to Mason Mount, who cuts it back. Now Callum Hudson-Odoi needs to get a little bit further out wide. Stretch the game, Chelsea, you know? We need to start using that width a lot more. We've become a bit more narrow here in this second half. We're becoming a bit predictable again. Now Kovacic into Christian Pulisic. That's good. Havertz is in. He's got to do well here. Oh, it's a very good save again from Gaita. He had time. Kai Havertz had time. He could have taken a touch forward. He's in on goal there. He shouldn't be shooting like that. It's a perfectly timed run, and he's got the opportunity to take a touch, but he wants it on that left foot again. Hudson-Odoi. Now Havertz playing the nice little one-touch passing a bit more there. That's better. Kante. Hudson-Odoi again. Needs some more dynamic running here. Hudson-Odoi, that's a lovely ball. Chipped through to Mount, who drills it back in across the face. Another beautiful cross from Mason Mount. But Jordan Ayew does very well to deal with that there. The Crystal Palace number 9. Now Van Aanholt playing the ball out. It's a nice little bit of football this from Crystal Palace. Looking good here. And the game is wide open now in the second half. Palace have got nothing to lose but going for it. Oh, Kai, you've got to do better than that, bro. It's a good save from Gaita. But you should become a commentator. One day I will. One day I'd love to become a commentator. Only problem is, it's become more difficult now because I've never... Oh my goodness, it goes across the face of Chelsea's goal. Because I'm not a professional footballer, it's going to be very difficult. Let's just say that. People are saying, no, Werner, are you serious? Oh, I'm sorry I've started speaking a bit less, guys. I'm just a bit nervous, you know. When a goal goes in as easy as that, I start to worry. Really start to worry. Jordan Ayew is just taking on 2 players again, looking to get the shot in. And Chelsea will have a throw in. 20 minutes to go. 3-1. We're still comfortable. But I'd like us to go for it a bit more, you know. We've taken our foot off the gas here as if that was the plan. You know, sometimes when the other team come out and they start playing, you take the foot off the gas a little bit when you're 3-0 up, maybe. But I feel as though we did it as an intention at the beginning of the half, when really we could have carried on playing the way we were playing without having to exert too much, you know? Because we were all over them. And it was the little passing and the movement off the ball that weren't big runs, we weren't making massive runs, we were just making nice little interchanges in the final third that was cutting Crystal Palace to shreds. Dangerous territory for Chelsea. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. Guys, if we can get to 2,000 likes on the stream, I would be a very happy man. We're about 1,500 likes away. Chelsea chasing it down now. Pulisic and Mason Mount forcing Crystal Palace all the way back to Gaita. He's had a good game. He's made some big saves to keep somewhat Palace in this game. And again, Palace looking so much more confident on the ball. Good block. Come on, Chelsea. Now Kovacic again. We're looking to get forward. Oh, it's a lovely ball from Mateo Kovacic. Mason Mount is in here. Mason Mount, drill it, son. Oh, and it's blocked again. That's a lovely ball, though, from Mateo Kovacic. He's been superb in this game with his diagonal passing. Everything he's done has been brilliant. And Chelsea close to a 4th goal, but for some very, very strong Crystal Palace defending. Now Rudiger to Kante. Forward again to Azpilicueta. Callum Hudson-Odoi is out wide, hugging the touchline. That's exactly where we need him to be. Linking up nicely with Mount, keeping the ball. Chelsea be quicker. Kante and Mount, that's nice. Hudson-Odoi again, that's better, but Mason Mount's pushed off the ball, and it will be a Chelsea free kick. But Mason Mount will be looking to whip into the box. I've been sat on this seat now for so bloody long. Oh. It's a fantastic block from Gary Cahill. Now Rudiger, forced back to Zuma. Now Azpilicueta again. Chelsea, better spell of play this one. Now Hudson-Odoi again. It's a lovely time ball. Mason Mount is onside. Mason Mount drills it across the face, and again we're running at it. We can't do anything with it. We should have so many more goals here. So many more goals. We just don't. Okay, I'm going to block that guy because he's a loser. Stop spamming CR7. You're no longer welcome to the stream. He's gone. What an absolute turd. What happened to the champions, Chelsea? Come on. Here's N'Golo Kante. Chelsea. 3-1 to the boys in blue, although we're playing in our away kit here. And it's just sloppy. Like, it's become very frustrating watching this so far in the second half. C-Piece 10 is my favourite. Reece James coming on, finally. Yeah, I think this game's been crying out for a bit of Reece. We need a few more good crosses into the box. There we go, look at the man. He's an absolute monster. Absolute monster. Reece James coming on. Who's going to come off? That's what I want to know. Greetings from Limerick, says Mark Fitzpatrick. Welcome to the stream. Chill, George, we're looking good again. We're looking good. I want another goal. You know, I'm hungry. I had people telling me it was going to be 7-0 in the chat earlier today. It got me all excited. I'm not going to lie, I'm also aching like an absolute thunder, you know what, from the gym. Blimey. Yeah, I bring off Callum Hudson-Odoi now, although he's just pinged an absolute worldie of a pass to Kovacic. It's a wonderful ball. Chilwell again. Kovacic, brilliant. Kovacic has been outstanding. Outstanding, Mateo Kovacic today. Here's Kante again. Back to Kova. Now Mason Mount, he's going to hit this one from outside the box. That's a poor effort from Mason. Callum Hudson-Odoi is coming off. Reece James is coming on for the remaining 15 minutes of this game. I'm hoping that we can see another Chelsea goal. It was a brilliant first half, and it's been very mediocre in the second. I'm not going to lie. Who's coming off? Is it Pulisic or is it Hudson-Odoi? It is... Okay. Is that the substitution? Yeah, Andros Townsend's coming on. Callum Hudson-Odoi's coming off for Reece James. Andros Townsend, well, he's got a worldie goal in him. Hudson-Odoi off, Reece James on. That's good for a bit more solidity defensively for the last 13 or so minutes of this game. 15 minutes, blimey. Still a bit of time to go. It's definitely a good substitution to combat the Townsend substitution. Jordan Ayew's come off. I thought he'd had quite a good second half, actually, for Palace. Comeback time. I really bloody hope not. 15 minutes. And Zuma with an absolute bullet header. He's been fantastic out there. Chelsea now with a free kick. Timo. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting tired, man. Streaming is one thing, but in the middle of the night when I've had no coffee, oh, that's a tough one. Now, Kovacic, who I actually think Kovacic has been absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I don't know who to give man of the match to at the moment. There's still a bit of time, and that's a lovely touch from Mason Mount, who's growing into this second half a bit more now for Chelsea with his energy. Mason Mount, Reece James looking for the overlapping run, gives it to Kante. Now out wide to Reece James. Kante, now Kovacic. Tony Rudiger. Chilwell. Havertz is too silky. Yeah, he's been very good out there today. Very, very good indeed. Come on, Chelsea. Get a fourth goal, please. And again, Rudiger with the brick wall block. Now Chilwell. Fourth goal, and if it's one of the other goal scorers, then I think they get the man of the match for me. Lovely pass again from Rudiger. Now Mason Mount looking for Reece James. Reece James is in. It's a beautiful ball, and it's who's put that in? Pulisic, yes! 4-1 Chelsea. Christian Pulisic with the goal. His second of the game. He bloody loves a goal against Crystal Palace, does this lad. Christian Pulisic back in the starting lineup, and I called a brace for Pulisic. If you go to Chelsea's Instagram account, I called a Christian Pulisic brace. I called it again. I should be putting money on these bets, guys. I really flipping should. I make so many calls that I always flipping get right. Christian Pulisic with the finish. It's a great little ball from Reece James. I think it takes a deflection on its way through. It does take a deflection. Gary Cahill with the assist. Could it be any more beautiful than Gary Cahill with the assist? Guys, go over to the Chelsea Instagram account and let them know that Benson flipping called it again, didn't he? Christian Pulisic with the brace. And Chelsea are now home and host in this game. It's a 3-goal advantage. We've got 4 goals in the Premier League under Thomas Tuchel. And with 12 minutes to go, I just hope we go and get 5 now. Because if we can get a Pulisic hat-trick in there, then we're going to be absolutely laughing. I just literally said as well that whoever gets the goal, if it's a player who's already scored, then we're going to give it to that guy. And I think Christian Pulisic has just got himself a blue box. Unless he goes out and does something else, or if Kai Havertz scores a worldie here, because he's been very close as well. Carefree, wherever you may be, we are the famous CFC. It's a good touch from Zaha, but he's offside. Guys, this is big. 4 goals in the Premier League. Just think about this. We beat Porto 2-0 away from home in midweek. 4-1 win at Crystal Palace. That is not an easy thing to do. What a week this has been for Chelsea. Is this our best front three? Pulisic, Mount, Havertz. It's been very good today, let's call it that. And in terms of goal difference, we're now level with Leicester. 2 points behind them still, and they have a game in hand. Spurs, if United beat Spurs tomorrow, they'll go 9 points clear of us, but then we go 5 points clear of Spurs. I think that's what we need to be looking for. I think United's position isn't attainable for us anymore. Carefree, wherever you may be, we are the famous CFC. Big game. 10 minutes to go. Palace 1, Chelsea 4. Ooh la la. I am just writing down my boxes now. And there is a lot of good ones. A hell of a lot of good ones. Get in there. Nearly 1,500 people still in the chat. What a stream this has been as well, guys. Thank you so much to everybody who's joined. It has been phenomenal watching this. Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 4. Palace get the goal back with 25, 30 minutes to go. And you could say that a Chelsea team a week ago, that West Brom game has woken us up. You know, Benteke in the air, you give him one sniff and he's going to score. So, you know, that one chance that we've given to Crystal Palace, they scored because, well, they have a man who's brilliant in the air. And other than that, we've not given them anything in this game. Prime Chelsea performance. Now, Crystal Palace coming forward again. Wilfried Zaha, who's Reece James with the foul. He's probably absolutely gutted that Reece James has come off the pitch. Zaha's complaining again. What's the point in that, mate? You've had an awful game. You've shown that you're not worth 70-odd flipping million that Crystal Palace wanted Chelsea to pay in the past, you know. Worthless. 81 minutes gone. Reece James against Zaha last season. We remember, Stamford Bridge, I was there. He absolutely schooled Wilfried Zaha. It was one of the early Reece James performances that really showed how good he is. Chelsea have committed 11 fouls today, though. Will we see Hakim Ziyech come on for the end of this game? Zaha is basically crying. He actually basically is crying. And it will be a goal kick. Wilfried Zaha is so pissed. Guys, look at Zaha, man. He's actually going to start crying. Reece James didn't empty his pockets from last season, mate. He's already got him in there and he's only been on the pitch 5 minutes. Mateo Kovacic, for me, has been outstanding today. Absolutely outstanding. Hakim Ziyech is coming on for the last 8 minutes. A Hakim Ziyech goal now would wrap up the perfect Chelsea day, or near perfect Chelsea day. Conceding the goal's not perfect, but I said that this was a must-win game, and to win it, playing the way that we have for the majority of the match, is fantastic to watch. A sign of things to come from this Chelsea team. Do I do this for all Chelsea matches? Not all of them. I'm trying to do it for a lot more of them now. We did it for West Brom last week. I'll be trying to do it for Porto on Tuesday night. Depends what my internet connection is like, so I'm going away for a couple of days to somewhere in the north of Bali. Kante's passing is so inconsistent. Yeah, it's a bit odd, Kante, sometimes. Some of the passes he makes are just a little bit bizarre, but it is what it is. Oh, that's dangerous from Aspi, but Mendy collects it. And Benteke was chasing him down. Now, Rudiger. He tries a beautiful ball towards Ziyech. Chelsea. Will we score a 5th goal? Let me know in the chat. What do you think? Will we get goal number 5 or will we not? Also, guys, I'm going to end the stream just before full time because I need to set everything up for the video and I really want to get 6 things we learned out for you guys as soon as I possibly can. So I'm probably going to end it when injury time is shown. Now Ziyech, he's won it back. Havertz, go on Kai. Hakim Ziyech again, gives it to Ben Chilwell. Chelsea looking for goal number 5. It's gone all the way back to Reece James. Go on Mason, hit it son. Mason Mount's a good strike, a good block. Crystal Palace again, now Kante. Reece James. Chelsea looking to make these last 6-7 minutes count here. Lovely link-up play in and around the area from Chelsea Football Club. Looking solid, beyond solid actually, for this game so far. It's a lovely switch diagonal again. Reece James is there. Now Kai Havertz, just put it on your right, son. Oh, doesn't look as confident on his right foot, Havertz. He needs to get better with that. That's for sure. Kovacic needs a green. To be honest, I was tempted to give Kovacic a blue. Not going to lie. I think he's been absolutely magnificent out there. Guys, if you want to get in the 6 things we learnt video, start spamming yes guys right now in the chat because I'm about to film with the camera for 6 things we learnt. So if you want to get yourself in the vid, get yourself in there right now. All right, we got the yes guys spam going on here. We're just finishing off this game. All of the yes guys coming through. You absolutely love to see it. Get in. There you go. A couple of you made it. Some of you didn't. Next time. La 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 la. La 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 la. Palace coming forward again. I'm not worried now. I think we're solid in this game now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Until you've taken my Chelsea away. La 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 la. 1 second, guys. Just got to attach the mic for the vid. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never notice how much I love you until you've taken my Chelsea away. La 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 la. La 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 la. Whoa, 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 whoa. Until you've taken my Chelsea away. In any orgy, would you climax by saying yes, guys? I mean, I guess I'd have to, really, wouldn't I? Just for the record, you know, as you do. Come on, Chelsea. 4 minutes to go. Can we get ourselves a 5th goal, which would be absolutely wonderful? I can't remember the last time we scored 5 in a Premier League game. Someone let me know. When was the last time we scored 5 in a Premier League game? 4's enough for me, but 5, blimey, it'd be nice. Yes, guys, for real. Zuma is a brick wall. Did I just miss a donation? Guys, I'm very sorry if I just missed the donation. I do apologise. Ziyech, Havertz is in. It's got to be 5, and he hits it straight at Gaita. He's got to do better than that. It's a poor finish from Havertz. He could have easily had a hat-trick here today. Gaita's made a couple of good saves, but some poor finishing from him, really. 22 shots. Finally, we can say that the shooting statistic for Chelsea Football Club is actually at the levels that we'd like to be. Okay, so you guys have let me know that Wolves away in the 5-2 win. I was at that game. You guys have let me know that was the last time we scored 5. Thank you, George, for the great content. I've been watching the stream for 2 hours. Thank you, legend. Appreciate it. Here's Reece James getting forward again. And it's going to go through to Gaita, who has had the ball in his hands quite a lot today, either picking it out of the net or making saves. Chelsea have had so many chances. Could have had quite a few goals here. Do I think Gurhey will be given a chance next year? I think he's certainly good enough to be considered. But I don't think next year is going to be for him. Yeah, Havertz has got to do better than that. Chelsea's going to win the Champions League. We've got Super Thomas Tuchel. He knows exactly what we need. Rudy at the back. Tammy in attack. Chelsea's going to win the Champions League. Or Timo in attack. Which one should we go for? Or Ollie in attack. Kai in attack. What are we saying? Timo in attack. Chelsea's going to win the Champions League. Guys, we're very, very close to 2,000 likes. So if you can hit the like button now, that would be absolutely wonderful, because we're about to end the stream very, very soon. As Chelsea trying to get forward again. Chilwell looking towards Ziyech, but dealt with by Gary Cahill. He's actually had a very good second half, Gary Cahill. And we have just gone over 2,000 likes. You guys have been absolutely heroic in the stream today. We've had lots of donations, lots of likes, lots of comments. It has been magnificent. As a Chelsea fan watching this, we can all be very, very happy. And you guys just know that 6 Things We Learn is going to be fire today. So make sure, if you felt like having an early night to celebrate the win, don't have an early night. You've got a big video coming out very, very soon. It has been magnificent from Chelsea throughout the majority of the game. There's been there was about 25 minutes where I felt as though it was a bit weak, but come on. Can we get another goal? It's a lovely ball from Pulisic. Gives it to Chilwell. His first touch is good. It's across the face. Reece James. Oh, Ziyech, what are you doing? Hakim Ziyech has literally missed the ball with his right foot because he's too scared to hit it with his right foot. Blimey O'Reilly. Blimey O'Reilly. What is the man playing at? As if he don't care. Okay. Hakim Ziyech, what are you doing? Silly boy. Chelsea till I die. I'm Chelsea till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I am. I'm Chelsea till I die. Guys, we are into injury time. And I'm going to wrap this stream up here. If you haven't yet hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. And if you can also go into the link in the description, and whilst you're waiting for 6 Things We Learned, subscribe to GBFC 2, my second channel, and give today's video a watch. If you're coming from this stream, leave a comment on the latest GBFC 2 video saying, yes guys, for real. You got to type, yes guys, for real. Thank you all so much for watching the stream, guys. It's been an amazing one. Thanks for all the love and support. I'll see you in 6 Things We Learn very, very soon.